I want everybody from this moment on to recognize me as the scholar of boxing.
You see, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50 feet advised, County Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get into the Capitol.
Publicists, when you talk to your publicists, you know the first thing they tell you? What? Stay away from religion, stay away from politics.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
No matter what the you say, somebody passionately disagrees with you.
Absolutely.
No matter what religion, you believe in Allah, then you're saying that's not the right way. You believe in every Christianity, that's not it, because they're choosing something different. Your political party, the Democrat, Republican, the disagreement completely.
Yep.
So I stay away from it. When I get pulled into politics, I go,
Yeah.
and I have nothing to say. I'm
That's
just
the
looking.
same way we are. We don't no politics, none of
I'll
this.
with that. Like, I don't stay there because I'm still entertainment. If it's not music, then it's film and television, but it's still entertainment. So why would you turn someone off by saying that?
Right.
I want everybody to enjoy what I'm doing.
Right.
Not just a selective few amount of people. I focus on diversity because it's needed.
Right.
The boxing scholar is a lover, not a fighter, but he's also a fighter, so don't get any ideas. If he pats you on the back, you'll put it in your resume. His enemy. Have him listed as an emergency contact. The scholar has an inside joke with complete strangers. If he punched you in the face, you'd have to fight the urge not to thank him. Sharks have a week dedicated to him. He's the only man alive to is parallel park. A train is count to infinity twice. In Genesis, when God said, "Let there be light," the scholars said, "Say pretty please." He is the genius of all genius and master of all masters.
And that's the trick to life. You have to be wise enough to know when you were living in your dream. And you have to be humble enough to accept when you were in someone else's.
Yo, the Boxing Scholars on.
It's the genius! G's master of all masters. What's good, man? We got a good one. We got a good one. So, as you see the title, you know, Terence Crawford. What's next for him? You know, in the sport of boxing. You know, like I said, boxing is the only sport where you don't even really get time to enjoy your victory before they already maxing you up against the next man in the division. After your bruises all ridged, your kidneys is not at full function. You know what I mean? Your A1C level is not the same. All that stuff, and they still want you to go in and fight the next guy. So, you know, it's the only sport. So, what's next for Terence Crawford? I don't know. I watched the interviews of Bo Mack and what everybody had to say. Hold on, I got my music. Oh, I can't. Oh man, what? I'm starting without my theme music. Come on, Scholar, get it together. Let's go. There we go. So yeah, man. Terence Bud Crawford, man, he could do whatever he wants to. What I like him to do is a different story. I have a friend pulling up later, right? And we got some stories for y'all. You know, I'm gonna ask him what he think about the Terence Bud Crawford fight. Uh, I'm gonna ask him a lot of questions. You know, this is a guy that's been knowing me for a long time, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. What's funny is, uh, you know, there was a sucker dude who wasted money, googling me, looking me up, Google me, looking me up to find out my stats and statistics to see if I was really the guy that I say I am online. So it's so funny, you know. I mean, we're gonna bring one of my disciples. No, just playing. We're gonna bring in one of my homies from high school. So, basically talk about some old times. And I'm gonna ask him about the fight. He's really funny because he swear to God that he's better than Jerry Jones. They can run the Cowboys establishment better than Jerry Jones. So you're probably gonna end up talking a little football too. I don't watch much football these days. All my stars that aged out. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of different things, man. You say you're gonna be here about 30 minutes. I say, you know what? I'll go ahead and cook, get everybody in the room to give people time to see that the notification is on or whatever the case may be, so they can pull up. Stall them out, Debo. Basically, is what I'm gonna do. Just chop it up with you guys. To anybody that wants to pull up in between time, in the meantime, I got the link on community tab. It says pull up. And I also text it to a bunch of different people. I'll drop it in the chat too as well. I'm surprised Press ain't pulled up. I'm surprised the young King Press ain't pulled up to talk his stuff. He was going back and forth with somebody in the chat. He must have fell asleep. I'm surprised Press ain't pulled up to talk some stuff. But yeah, man, people losing their mind about Canelo losing. Canelo could care less. Canelo Alvarez, I was talking to one of my homies earlier. I said, I felt like Canelo Alvarez was a game quitter in this fight. Before the fight, I brought up the fact that I feel like Canelo knocks the guy down, intimidates him with his power, and then coasts for the rest of the rounds. And that's how he wins his fights. That's what he has become accustomed to doing. He needs cooperation from everybody, for that to happen. And Terence Bud Crawford didn't come to quit. He wasn't going to be intimidated by the power, Canelo was going to actually have to work and fight. Then Canelo had the nerve to raise his hand up at the end of the fight after not trying the last two rounds. The fight was close. Bud Corner told him it was close. He came out there and do what he always do whenever they tell him it's close. Same thing from Sean Porter. Same thing he did in the Masvidal fight. It's close. He come in there and turned it up. Canelo should been in 60-something fight. He should know internally that it's close. What does he do? He come in there and do the same thing he been doing in the earlier rounds, which is don't throw no jabs and just throw the haymakers. That's crazy work. Said C Buzz training is far more scientific than Floyd's. Said that he is able to look good at higher weights, but he can't really handle it. You don't think so, Frank? You don't think he should have more fights? And Box Around said, salute. What's good, Box Around? You don't think he should stay at 168? I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time that the picture came out and Bud was looking a little tubby, I was like, all right, that's it. That's it right there. That's the look right there of how I expect him to look at 68. Whenever he flexed on the scale and said the photo was like fake or whatever the case may be, that's when I was like, I'm like, man, he shocked me, but I'm still gonna double down on my opinion with Canelo. I think Canelo the size is gonna be too much going down the stretch, and it actually, like I said, it was too much for Canelo. Listen, Canelo right now should be happy because he was relieved of the pressure. What's up, Marky Dan? He was relieved of the title. Marky Dan, hit the link and pull up, man. Hit my community tab and pull up. I got a bone to pick with you too as well. But he was relieved of the titles, so now he can go back to 10-round fights because Canelo only fight for 10 rounds anyway. Canelo is not a 10-round fighter. He is not going to get the knockout past 12 rounds. That dude should be happy that Bud made him able to go back to 10 rounds because he only fight for 10 rounds. Like, I was just talking with my homies and they said they noticed that Canelo in the 11th round was just waiting for the round to end. And he was. It's crazy. He was. He said, Buddy Boy Crawford need to go home. What that mean, Marky Dan? I feel like you being racist, brother. Said he didn't have any. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have nothing else to prove. This fight was The fight was, the fight he was proving to the world that he was the best. He knew already. Yeah, he ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Terence Bud Crawford is a beast. He go to YN.
What you want,
What's
that
up,
nigga?
Marky? See, you already pull up with the racism. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this, Marky Dan. Be careful mentioning, Mr. Kurt. This is the warning. Jimmy Kimball got canceled, brother, and I don't want to see you. You got potential on this YouTube stuff. I want to see you. I want to see you make it. So I want you to. And what you got? What you got to cook on Bud Crawford?
Well, firstly, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want your channel to get taken down. But Bud Crawford, um, I mean, what is there to say, Boxing Scholar? I mean, that was a masterclass performance. He did it against an opponent that he had to come 2-3 weight classes up to fight. I mean, what is there to say? I think he earned his GOAT status.
Well, let me ask you this. What about the people who say it was a draw? What do you feel about those people?
I think that they are smoking crack. I think that there might be mushrooms mixed in there. I
Wait,
think
hold on, Marky. Then hold up,
PCP.
Marky. Then hold up, because the AI had it a draw too. AI can't do drugs.
Well, AI is fucking stupid. AI is you give AI certain parameters to grade on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's certain things that it might not understand when it comes to boxing. So it might grade Canelo's hard punches on Bud's gloves differently than I might grade it. But I mean, personally, Boxing Scholar, boxing obviously it's a very subjective sport. You know what I'm saying? It's often we see three judges watching the same fight have three different scorecards. That's not unusual, but I will say from my vantage point of where I was watching it from my couch, I only saw Canelo win in one round. Respectfully, like I didn't see him do nothing to really take Bud Crawford out of his element. Bud moved when he wanted
Bro, did you
to.
say one round?
Yes, I only had him winning the fifth
Hold on,
round.
let me put this on the screen while you talking. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it got cooked.
I got a feeling, Marky Dan, you up there smoking that ganja while you talk about them smoking crack, brother. Man, all I
Them
want to
niggas
say
are
is,
smoking. So how many rounds did you have Canelo winning?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd never score fights, Marky.
So then how the hell you gonna
Yo,
talk
hold
about
on, Marky. I'm like Tim
how you?
Bradley. Hold on, I'm like Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley, everybody, what's the score? I'm like, look, he like, I don't get paid to score fights. That's
Then
my
you
motto,
don't
bro.
get to goddamn criticize my goddamn score of only giving him one round. Respectfully.
Listen, I'm just trying to provide, context for everybody, Marky, man. And that's what I will say. Terence Bud Crawford did good, but it was a lot of exchanges that people missed, I feel like. Right. And it's just me watching it. I was gonna do a film study, but I know they're gonna strike it. So I didn't drop it on members only just yet. I'm waiting to tiptoeing my foot in the pool. But uh, it was a lot of exchanges that looked like where Bud landed cleanly, but he might have landed two clean shots, and the other got caught on Canelo gloves. I will say that in the exchange for both fighters, that fight was a lot closer than what people seen it, in my opinion.
You don't think Bud's jab was very accurate? Not only that, a lot of them times where Canelo was not able to reach Bud and was not being active himself, that Bud fit excuse me, that jab filled a lot of the space. Like I gave Bud if there were any swing rounds, which I have to look back, I think 4 was close. That was probably another close round. Man, I'm gonna just be honest. I thought Bud just won that fight decisively. And the only round that I can read, because I watched the fight twice, the only round that I could legitimately give Canelo, like, yeah, Canelo won it, he did better, was the fifth. And that's it.
Let me
That's
do
my
this. Let me
opinion.
do this, Marky Dent. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Has there ever been a fight that you thought somebody won, watch it a second time, and realize that the fight was closer than what you thought it was? What's good, Deuce?
But more than probably, I can't think of one right now off the top of my head.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that that's a thing?
Why do I think that's a thing? I mean, you might not notice certain things in while it's live. You might be you might not even be paying close attention to the fight 100%
Hey,
of the time.
and this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say about the scorecards. I feel like the right man won, but people are calling it corruption. Everybody knows on this show, I put the judges' picture up and I told everybody that they was corrupt. They were Canelo personal judges. They worked 3 of his last fights. One of them worked 8 of his last fights. So it's just me providing perspective and giving you different stuff to think about. You know, Manny Pacquiao, they judged the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? They had to fight a draw. And I'm like, a draw? I thought Manny Pacquiao completely dominated the fight. These are the same judges too, by
I
the way.
had a draw. I had a draw.
But I went back and looked at it. I felt like Manny Pacquiao did enough to win. But see, this is what happens in fights. This is why they get judged wrong, right? So what happens, Marky Dan, is a fighter goes into the fight and we expect them to lose, which is Manny Pacquiao was the underdog being 46 years old, right? Mario Barrios just happened to suck, but still he's a bigger, younger guy, right? So we expect him to go in there and dominate. So when he doesn't do what we expect him to do, we start noticing what the little guy is doing. And we start scoring for him. So that's why I think some fights get scored lopsided. I think I seen Teddy Atlas was like saying, Teddy Atlas, what do you say? The judges should be investigated. I was like, I don't know. I didn't score the fight per se, but I looked at a lot of the exchanges, and a lot of the exchanges were they caught a lot of the shots on the gloves. Bud out jabbed him, and Bud did have him turning. He had him turning a lot. But Canelo, I mean, to be fair, Canelo did put him on the ropes a lot too as well. He allowed him to escape, but he did work before Bud escaped and caught him a lot of times with the right hand as he was exiting. It just Bud deserved a fight because he took the last 2 rounds, in my opinion. And those are the championship rounds. They say it all the time. Championship rounds. The referee make you touch gloves in the last round for a
But not
reason.
only that, Boxer Scholar, I mean, firstly, those are Canelo's personal judges. I mean, them hoes gave Canelo a draw against Floyd, and they had to get that bitch up out of here. I can't even remember the hoe's name. But
Wasn't it Adelaide Bird?
yeah, Adelaide Bird, that hoe. Respect to her. But
How you gonna call her a hoe?
Canelo, because I can, because it's a free country. Because I
But
don't
no,
think they
hold on.
censor my ability to call somebody a hoe and then say respectfully to them in the next sentence.
No, that's not
I could do that.
respectful. That's like coming up to somebody and say, with all due respect, suck my. You can't do that, bro. You can't add disrespect with a little bit.
Fine. Fuck Adelaide Bird. Fuck the hoe. There,
Yeah.
all the way. Okay, disrespectfully. Now, when you look at Teddy Atlas is right. And he broke this down a couple years ago with the Bivol fight. When all 3 of them judges gave Bivol 115, 113, and we all sat there and watched the same fight and knew that was a can of bullshit. Okay, and Teddy Atlas broke it down. He said the judges are going to give Canelo the first 4 to 5 rounds. They do that to give him a cushion in case he's getting beat half to death, which is what happened to him in that fight. And in my opinion, that's what happened to him against Bud. And so what they do, they say, listen, we're going to give you a chance. We're going to make it even for you, nice and even for you going into them last 2 rounds. It's all on you, though. And that's all that happened. Bud made the decision not to fade in the last 2 rounds, not to give it up. And he won, goddammit. 2 of them judges scored at 115, 113. And when you look at that Floyd fight, Floyd made the decision to take his foot off the gas in them last 2 rounds. And what happened? The whole Adelaide Bird did exactly what she goddamn was paid to do with them vanilla envelopes that was in her tennis bag. She made it a draw.
Marky
And
Dan,
that's
you're
what
the
happened in
funniest.
this Bud fight. It's
You've
the
been hanging around
anatomy of
Doug
a
Right side
robbery.
too. You've been hanging around Doug Right side too long, because Doug Right side will be like, shout out to Ben Israel. That's my homie. But at the end of the day, fuck him. Doug Right side will literally say that. He'll literally say that. You've been around Doug too long, bro. But shout out to you, love. What I was gonna say
I
to
love
that,
you
bro.
to death, Angie, baby. What are you talking about? Why would I call you a winch?
Wow.
Why would I even use a word like the winch? When would that even? That's not even in my vocabulary.
Nah, that do sound Marky Danish. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ah, well, I
That do
disagree.
sound that do sound a little Marky Danish. I gotta keep it real. But I want to say this, Marky Dan. So I put a poll in the chat. Should Bud Crawford retire? It's a high percentage saying he should walk away into the sunset. How do you feel about that, brother?
I agree. Don't come out here ruin your undefeated record. Don't. I mean, fight Benavidez for what? What does that
Hold
do
on,
for
Marky
Bud
Dan. Hold
Crawford?
on, hold on, hold on. Could he actually ruin it, bro? How does he? How do you ruin it? Like, so you telling me if he get one loss, let's say he go to a
I
decision
mean,
with.
I mean, it don't ruin it. Obviously, it don't ruin it. Because great fighters have gone on, have had great peaks in careers, and then gone on to lose. It happens. I'm not saying that it ruins, that it takes away from him being a three-time undisputed champion, which is something only three men in the history of boxing have done. Going back to Henry Armstrong, Tony Canzaneri, Barney Ross, that nigga Bud Crawford is one of them three. I mean, beating Canelo, moving up to weight, that doesn't take away from none of that. I'm just saying I don't like it. I wouldn't like it if after coming off such a great masterclass performance, he go in there with a Carlos Adames, a young killer, and Bud Crawford gets old overnight. I just wouldn't like it. It'd leave a bad taste in my mouth. And then he goes in there and gets beat half to death. For what? Who is Carlos Adames? Who is David Benavidez? Why get beat to death against any of them guys? Unless they offering you 50 million plus dollars. Unless they throw that bag at you for your suffering.
So, let me ask you this, Marky Dan. Let me ask you this.
And before you ask me, Angie, baby, if I did call you a winch, I apologize. I love you to death, sweetie. Go ahead.
It's all that weed he be smoking. He don't mean nothing by it. He's
What do you mean? I love Angie, baby, to death.
I know. I'm saying it's the weed that made you do it. You don't mean no
Oh,
disrespect
yeah,
by
yeah.
that.
It was the weed that made me call you a wench that time, if I did.
But I was gonna say, okay, let's say this. Let me give you this, Marky Dan. Let's say Terence Bud Crawford fights, because he don't do so hot against bad stylistic non-big names, right? Like Mean Machine, Masvidal, those guys, right? Let's say he goes to 160 and he shocks Janabek, but then let's say loses a split decision with what's his name, Laura, right?
Yeah.
Loses a split decision to Laura, but then somehow manages to still unify at middleweight and becomes four-time undisputed, but he has a loss. Would you still rate him low?
Hell no.
Would
This
you look at him
nigga
a little
started at
bit different?
135.
Would you say he should have retired and walked away, or would you say that one loss don't mean anything because he's still out there kicking butt and taking names and getting undisputed?
I mean, listen, I would be appreciative of it. I would be appreciative of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's adding more great fights for us to watch. I mean, he's adding new chapters to his career. But what I'm saying is, Boxing Scholar, he don't need to. I would appreciate it if he did, but he does not need to. And it would not. And if he took one loss, on the road to beating Janabek and Carlos Adames, I mean, and he lost to Lara, who by himself is probably gonna be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. I mean, it's no shame in that. I salute him if that happens, because he didn't have to do it. He didn't have to put his his undefeated record on the line.
So I gotta ask you this too, Marky Dan. What's up, Most Hated? I gotta ask you this too. Is it safe to say that Canelo Alvarez ain't a bigger star as we thought he was?
I
Because
mean, the nigga just got paid $150 million.
no, we
I
ain't
mean,
talking
did
about what he
did a
get
fifty
paid.
million dollar gate.
We talking about
Uh,
viewership because that was
41
like
billion
that was,
people watched.
but that was an easy sell, bro. It was they promoted the fight for a year. It was Canelo Alvarez versus Bud, so everybody wanted to see it. Like it was an easy sell. I felt like that's like if Jake Paul fights Tank Davis in Vegas, what do you think the gate's gonna do? It's gonna be off the chain, right? If you
I
fight
don't think
Jake
it's going
Paul
to.
in
I don't think it's
Vegas,
going to do $50 million.
I think it will.
I don't
I
think it's
think
going to do $50 million.
it depends on where it's at. It's supposed to be in Atlanta. If they did it in Vegas, Vegas is the fight capital. Those people there look forward to fights.
You think they would put Tank versus Jake Paul in the Raiders in the Raiders stadium?
I think that was Dana White being smart. I think that was Dana White saying this is a huge event. Why would we limit ourselves? So let's put it in a stadium, to invite more people because we got a year to promote this
But
thing.
you would agree that Jake Paul versus Tank, I mean, relatively speaking to other events in boxing, that's a huge event, right? So
Yeah,
why not put it in why not put it in a Raiders stadium if it is that big and it has the potential to produce as much, if not more, than Bud Crawford versus Canelo, especially on the
but
live gate side.
I don't know why they're not doing it, but I'm saying it does have the potential to do that.
Because they can't, because it's not gonna do it. That's why.
Man, you have lost your mind, bro. Jake Paul,
Canelo
bro.
versus Tank
Hold on,
versus
hold on,
Jake
hold on, hold
Paul,
on,
man. Are
hold on,
you
hold on.
kidding me?
So first off, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson did better numbers on Netflix than Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford.
And do you know
And
what people came from that saying, Boxing Scholar?
huh?
This fight is fixed. Jake Paul is bullshit. Man, why would I want to watch this bull crap again? It
But
was
you skip it.
terrible.
But see,
It was a
you skip into the end result. I'm talking
no,
about
no,
what
no, no, no.
won.
But that matters because this is like actually it doesn't entirely matter if it stays on Netflix. It ain't pay per view. But
See, got you
I don't
arguing
know.
with yourself.
I don't
See,
know.
you now got you thinking out loud. You starting to
But
agree
your
with
no
me.
no 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 no. But hold on, your argument is that Jake Paul versus Tank would outsell or sell as much as Bud Crawford versus Canelo. The
No,
matter of fact, they not having it out there proves
you
my
missing.
point.
You missing what I'm
It
saying?
sells my
Why?
point.
The devil's in the details. Why? And this is my point. This is my point, bro. That Jake Paul as a big name, right? Jake Paul was about to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? And I don't know if they're going to fight in Vegas or whatever the case may be. But what I'm saying is, Canelo is perceived as boxing biggest star. Even bigger than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua could pack
They,
up a stadium. You get him trying.
yeah,
Now you get where
they
I'm going
just
with it,
paid. They just paid Usyk 135 million. They paid Canelo 150 million. Boxing Scholar.
bro.
Those are
We not,
facts.
but Turkey is keep throwing money. He's trying to monopolize boxing. He gonna keep throwing figures at the top fighters. That's not nothing uncommon. So you can't focus on the money. We're not talking about the money. I'm talking about viewership. Like, because this was free TV. There's no excuse. Pay-per-view, it is what it is. This free TV. You get what I'm
How,
saying? Most people
how
got
much
Netflix.
did that Mike Tyson Jake Paul card beat it by? If that's the case,
It was 90 million to 41 million. It was substantial, bro. But that's what I was trying to say a while ago. But Jake Paul, I
damn.
mean, excuse me, Canelo and them beat them on the live gate. But I think it's because they had, well, I don't know, because Mike Tyson and them got pushed back too as well. Oh, it's because it was in Texas. That's why. Texas is not the fight capital. That's the point I was gonna make to you earlier. That Vegas is the fight
Man,
capital.
I ain't
So if
trying
you
to hear
take
that
a
shit.
fight,
They had it at
man,
Cowboy Stadium.
if you take a fight and you promote it for a year and you put it in Vegas, if it's a big enough fight or it got a big star on the card, it's gonna do good. It's gonna do good live wise, bro. If that Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight had been in Vegas, bro, they would have been able to pack a stadium. That's the point that I was making.
So Canelo
So
didn't pack out, but didn't Canelo pack out that Cowboy Stadium when he fought Billy Ho Saunders and
I
broke his
don't know.
eye?
I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
did. Yeah, he
I
did.
think you
He
no, I think
did.
you
He
no, I
did.
think you're making stuff up because
No,
Mike
I'm not
Tyson
making stuff up. He did,
well look
nigga.
bro, let's see, there you
Clear
go.
comparison and
There
example.
go that YN stuff. Look, Mike Tyson them broke the record for live gates, so that's how I know that that's not true. They broke the record for live gates in for fights in Texas, so I know that that's not true. That
For
Canelo
Jake
broke it.
Paul versus Mike Tyson?
Yeah, this is what, bro. You missing the forest for the trees. YNs. See, YNs. If y'all out there listening, please subscribe to the channel. Smoke your little marijuana. Eat you some brownie. Do whatever you got to do. No, don't do smoke no marijuana. That's illegal. Go eat you some ashwagandha. right? Eat you some ashwagandha. Do something that's gonna calm your nerves. That's legal to over the counter, so you don't miss the devils in the detail. This ain't got nothing to
I
do
think you
with Bud.
speaking my facts. You
This is
can
this
continue
is
to try and
strictly
insult
Canelo.
and say
They
this
say
bull crap.
Canelo. This is how I believe Marky did. That listen, they say Canelo is the pay-per-view star, the cash cow. When Floyd said that, he was doing millions of pay-per-view buys, right? Canelo is on free TV. 41 million is a lot of eyes. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of eyes. But Bud Crawford bought some of those eyes too as well. This is the point that I'm making. The fights with Berlanga, the fights with Mugia, if Canelo does those on Netflix, the numbers are gonna tank. That's the point that I'm making.
This nigga Texas G man.
See, he can't even focus. He can't even focus, man.
I hear you, nigga. I hear you.
Somebody said Bud got his first big fight and his last big fight. How do you feel about that?
Um, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Whoever said that. I mean, Terence Crawford versus Earl Spence. That was a big fight. So this wasn't his first fight. Now, I mean, this might be his last big fight if he decided to get up out of here. But he
Nah, he
got a
gonna.
Benavidez on the table. He got
Bud
160 fights on the table.
Bud showed up on the biggest stage in the world. Everybody knows his name. Everybody knows he's the man. If they don't follow boxing carefully, they got to see a free fight. They got to see, and people are gonna know Mbili now too. My son kept coming in the room like, "Who's that? Who was that?" Like, he made a good impression. On the big stage. So this is what created stars in the days of yesteryear. You had big names, big marquee names on free TV, and then you had great undercards, and that's what created the future stars of boxing. So I feel like Bud got options, man. Like if he give us fights that we want to see, like if Bud go to 160 and clean out that division, they gonna watch every single fight. They gonna want to be a part of history because they just seen what he did. Like this, Bud was Bishop and Canelo was Isaac Frost. Canelo was Isaac Frost. He was the guy that was supposed to come in. He was the big monster that nobody could beat. His power was immaculate. And then that's another thing Bud said. Bud said that dude power was overrated.
I mean, I saw him take some clean right hands from Canelo. Straight on his nose, boxing scholar, and Bud kept coming. I mean, Bud didn't even buckle in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a couple times where I don't know, but late in those rounds, I don't know. I don't think Canelo was hurt, but I think he was tired, and those legs were looking a little jingly and jangly, if you ask me.
What does a jingly leg look like?
It looked like that shit. What's your boy name from your generation? Another one of them. C plus B plus fighters that y'all like to rate high. What's his name?
I have no,
Zab Judah. It looked like when Costa Zoo
bro. Are you
almost put
serious?
Zab Judah through the through the ropes, and
First off,
Zab tried to
you've
get up
never
and
heard me.
walk.
You've never heard me rate Zab Judah ever.
I mean, I was speaking generally about old heads,
Nobody does,
about
bro.
old folks. Are you kidding me? Plenty of niggas do.
Like who?
I mean, I ain't gonna name names, but shit. Most of y'all generation talking about Zab Judah like he's a goddamn what's a relative fighter I could use? Like he a goddamn like he what's a what's a
See,
relative
can't
fighter I
even
could use?
think of your lie. Man, can't even think of your lie. See, because you lying, bro. Don't nobody be talking. You must see. You spend too much
Nah,
time
y'all
on
talk
BVO
about
stuff.
this man
You
like
know
he's a
BVO be
goddamn.
saying some foolish stuff, bro. You know BVO just be saying stuff for the shock value. He's a
I
shock
mean,
jock.
shit. I think you and BVO actually agreeing on a lot of shit.
Like
If I'm
what?
being honest, like if
Like
we
what?
talking politics, you and BVO are Republicans when it comes to this boxing shit.
Bro, get out of here.
I'm serious.
Bro, get out of here. You've never heard me say one Republican thing, bro.
I'm not saying that you're a Republican. I'm saying that if we break boxing down, like if we break boxing conversation down into spectrums, you and BVO are on the same spectrum. And I was saying if we compare it to
Don't, bro. Don't,
politics,
don't
the
ever,
two of
don't
you
ever put,
niggas are Republicans.
don't ever put me on
That's
the
at least how
spectrum.
I look at y'all.
Don't ever put me on
Respectfully.
that spectrum.
Respectfully.
Don't ever put me on no spectrum, bro. That's crazy work. So that's what I wanted to say to you, bro. I
I'm
was gonna
still
say,
on the spectrum, man. What are you talking about?
bro, and then the man giving personal information, bro. Bro, I knew you went lower, bro. But that's what I wanted to say, bro. Uh, Me and BBO don't agree on shit, bro. We don't agree on we even when we do agree, BBO, I don't even know if he's serious because he play a lot. But for the most part, bro, BBO, see somebody said BBO roots for the white man. I have never. Like even when the Canelo stuff, the next day BBO
Hey,
came on
that
his
shit
channel and
was
accused
hilarious.
the next day he
Oh my
accused
god!
these
Everybody else the night of the fight was picking against Canelo. I even picked against Canelo, and this man kept coming in talking about, man, Bud Crawford is gonna get his head split open to the white meat. They're gonna be playing mariachi music all night. That shit
yo
was classic.
yo BBO the next day accused Bud of taking steroids, bro. Why? How could you even compare me to a guy like that, bro? He pulled
Oh
up
my
to his live,
god!
bro, and accused Bud Crawford of taking steroids, bro. When this man spent a year saying the only bad decision Canelo ever made in his life was eating a hamburger.
Hey boy, you ain't gonna never find somebody else like BBO. This nigga is special. He really is, bro. I swear to God. Ah, man. But nah, but I was talking about Zab. I don't even fucking know why, man. Fuck Zab Judah, but nah, Boxer Scholar. This Canelo fight right here. This Canelo fight, for Bud Crawford. This is huge. It's huge, huge, huge. You even got Big Mac, Bo Mac himself. You heard what Big Mac said?
What'd he say?
He said that Bud Crawford is definitely better than Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, bro,
Definitely
come on,
better.
bro, come on, bro. You got to consider the source, bro. Would he say that he wasn't if he really believed that he was? Like, come on, bro. It's Bo Mac.
I
You
mean,
got it.
Bo Mac will lie for a bowl of beans and
Now, if you'd have
kisses.
said
So
Errol
I'm not.
Spence, if you'd have said Spence, bro,
If I said Spence, what? I think the boxing scholar cut out.
okay,
I'm gonna
I'm back.
take.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Damn, I can't hear nothing. Hold on, mark it in. You
Can
done
you
hacked my
hear
thing.
me?
Hold on.
Can you hear me? I don't think the man can hear me. Let me go to the chat. Frank Rice, one of them old heads I was talking about. Case in point, Zab was a great fighter. He was a high fighter until his mental health overwhelmed him. That could be the case.
Okay,
Miss
I'm back.
Bitch says BVO. Hello, Boxer Scholar. I can hear you now.
What I was gonna say is, if it was Errol Spence that said it, now that I would take would use consideration because he's been in the ring with both Floyd and Terence Bud Crawford. But if it's not them, bro, I'm like, man, come on. Say, yo, that's
I
savage.
mean, but Bomac is a Hall of Fame trainer. He's gonna be in the same place as
Yeah, but he's training
Emmanuel
the guy.
Stewart. What you
He's
say?
training. He's training the guy that he's commenting on. It's no different than Manuel Stewart saying Vladimir Klitschko is top 10 and 20 heavyweights of all time.
I mean, shit. That's his opinion. That's Emmanuel Stewart. How the fuck you gonna combat that, Boxer Scholar?
Easy.
I mean, shit, that nigga, I think Emmanuel Stewart is like, what, 31 and 2 in heavyweight championship fights?
I don't know what his
Like,
record is.
Vladimir
How you know
Klitschko
that?
was a
You
big part
guessing?
of that shit, my nigga.
You guessing, bro?
I'm
Don't be
not
come over here
guessing.
just
I
making
know
up
it's up
stats.
there. I know it's in the 30s. I
You
think
like
he only got 2 losses.
you been with BBO too long. He's coming over here making up stats. You like, what is this record
I ain't
of?
making up stuff. One was from
55-0-1.
one was the Rockman loss.
Mm-hmm.
The other, I know he didn't stay with Holyfield after the Bo fight. I'm trying to remember if it was a Tyson Fury fight. Yes, right. It was so he's only lost 2 goddamn fights. I know he got at least
Tyson
30
Fury,
wins.
bro, he been dead since 2011.
Oh shit. No, no, he hasn't.
Bro, I wouldn't make that up, Marky Dan. He died in 2011.
Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart.
Let's
When
bet.
did Floyd and
Let's
Cotto
bet.
fight? When
Let's
did
bet.
Floyd and Cotto fight? Let's
Hold
bet.
on.
Yeah, let's bet.
Okay, let's bet. Emmanuel
Let's bet
Stewart died in
10. Bet
okay,
bet a friendly 10.
okay,
I know for
10.
a fact the man was not dead in 2011.
So hold on. So what you bet?
2012, I was right.
Nah, give my money, bro. Give
Nah,
my money.
nigga. Nah, nigga. I ain't trying to hear it. You
Nah,
said
give my money,
2011.
bro.
You
You
used
beat
a
bro. This
specific
all right.
date. You used a
To those
specific
listening out
date.
there, to those listening out there, never make a bet with Marky Dan. This man said this dude died a couple years ago, man. This man,
I know.
this man talking
I
about
didn't
Tyson
say he
Fury.
died a couple years.
Tyson
I
Fury.
said the man didn't die in 2011. I know that.
Bro,
That's
that's
all I
damn.
said. Shit.
Tyson Fury, bro. Like, what the fuck? He had been dead by then.
You correct on that point, my friend. But the point stands. Emmanuel Stewart, record in heavyweight championship fights. How the fuck you gonna tell Emmanuel Stewart what he could goddamn say about heavyweight champions, Boxing Scholar? Who the hell are you? Respectfully.
Bro, you been around BVO. You do all the little BVO tricks. You
What?
lower
So,
you
Scholar,
lowercase.
man, the boy head up here, man. This is hilarious, man.
Pittsburgh
How
T,
you
he
put
These
lowercase
facts.
BVO. BVO capital BVO, he
I
lowercase
was
BVO.
right. Emmanuel Stewart is 34, 2, and 1 in heavyweight championship fights.
This is
I speak
hilarious,
facts once again, and I prove you wrong, nigga.
bro.
But
Hey,
yeah, he
but
didn't only train heavyweights though. He also trained Prince Nassim against Barrera, and Barrera beat him.
Well, I'm just talking about the heavyweight championship record, which you told me I was guessing.
Yeah, you were
Don't jump
guessing on
around
that.
on me, nigga.
Don't just go around memorizing facts if you ain't gonna tell the full
he's
context.
is. I mean, he did flip you to a Republican, though, Scholar, man. I ain't never thought that I'd see that happen, though. I
That
mean, this
man
boy
In a
told
had
me I
got
was
you a
a
boxing sense. In
Republican.
a
He
boxing
You a
said,
sense.
"No, this is
Republican?
the
In a
craziest
boxing
thing about it,
sense.
Pittsburgh T." He said, "If I take my opinion and put it into boxing, it's gonna be a Republican opinion." What
That's
the
not
Yeah,
hell
you
does
not
will.
that
what I
even mean?
said.
Okay, go ahead, elaborate. What you say?
Nah, I said I view you and BVO as the same. I think
See,
that
that's where
if
you
we were to
lose me.
break this
The
down,
moment you say that, bro, I just stop listening. But go ahead.
I mean it's my opinion. I know you side with censoring other people's opinions and the information that they bring, but it's my opinion, brother. Let
What's
me
up,
just
Mr. Smith?
speak it. Um
Hold on, Marky Dan. Marky Dan, I'll let you say whatever you want to over here. I don't say this a family show. I don't, bro. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, bro. I'll let you. You just said L.A. Bird was a hoe. Come on,
he
man.
is.
I
But
mean,
go
the
She
ahead.
brother
took
ain't
Go ahead.
that
lying.
bread.
The brother is
She
speaking
took that
facts, though.
bread.
Yeah, the
But hold
brother
on.
ain't.
I'm
The brother
gonna
ain't
start cutting them
lying,
off and
though.
say this a family show when he do that shit next time.
Well, no, what I was saying, I was just saying, I look at you and BVO when it
Mhm.
comes to just boxing conversations. I would group the two of you guys in the same spectrum. Y'all view things the same way. That's just my opinion. And I said if I were to really compare it to any other industry or topic, it'll be if I were to compare it to politics, the two of you niggas would be Republicans in
I
terms
don't
of your boxing
understand that,
conversations.
bro. How are you getting to you start off with me and BVO have the same thoughts. But
In
if
boxing
our opinions
conversations.
in boxing was to transfer over to politics, we would be Republicans. That's the craziest
No,
stuff I've ever
I'm
heard of.
saying like let me say it like that. Y'all are like boxing Republicans to me. That's how I view the
How?
two of you
Give an
niggas.
example. Give an example of a boxing Republican. What does that look like?
Nah, Scholar, you can't deny the truth. Let that young brother cook. Let that young
Exactly.
brother
Thank
cook.
you, Pittsburgh
Let
G.
that young brother cook.
Thank you.
Man, this dude boiling water right now. Ain't got nothing to put in there. Go ahead. Go ahead, Marky. Tell me why we would be.
I mean the two of y'all love Turkey to death. Y'all support Turkey to the death. Y'all support certain things being repealed. I ain't gonna go into the specifics, but y'all support certain things in law being repealed to make it easier for Turkey and Dana White. That's one conversation I know you and BVO agree on and are practically like clones on, Boxer Scholar.
Uh-huh.
Am I not correct?
Did that brother just do a mic drop on you, Scholar? You a Republican, Scholar. That brother that shined the light, boy. The truth has
Hey,
been exposed.
the facts.
Then you heard what he said. The
Did you
facts,
hear the
man.
silence? Did you hear the silence, Pittsburgh T? This man didn't have nothing to say.
Man,
I
I'm
think
just
he
letting
tried
you
to do
talk.
a mic drop on you, Scholar, man. These
Man,
YNs Hey, what like that at, man? We need like that up here too, man. We need to make this a trifecta, man. What like that at, man?
I'm letting the young brother talk. The young brother say he got something to say, so I'm just letting him. Uh, I'm just letting him say me. I'm a Republican and all this other crazy stuff.
In boxing talk, in boxing,
You're a Republican boxer, dog.
you're a
That's what it is,
boxing
dog.
Republican.
Boxing
Mm.
Republican. There you go. New party. It's
He's just gonna create him a party.
It's your party, boxing scholar. It's all yours.
all
Uh,
yours, dog. There you go. All to yourself, dog.
so if
The
I
white
so
hands will
so
give you a
so
party.
so why wouldn't
With
I
you
be
and
calling
BBO.
for Canelo? Oh, look, why wouldn't why wouldn't I go with the steroid excuse for Bud? Why wouldn't I say that Bud need to go fight Benavidez if I was a Republican? And why is
Cause you're
Bud
not
automatically a Democrat?
because you're not a fascist boxing scholar. You believe in the true system of boxing. You believe in dudes fighting each other and not ducking. You believe in the good of the sport. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with
So
pussy ass
Republicans
duck
believe in the
shit.
goodness of America then.
What you say?
So if I'm a Republican, it's for my boxing stuff, then that means that, Republicans believed in the goodness of America then.
No, 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 no. You're a boxing Republican. This goes past national lines, boxing scholar. Like you fuck with Turkey. You fuck with some of the
Bro,
Mexicans, but not all of the Mexicans.
I did a whole show on Turkey Al-Sheed being bad for boxing. What are you talking about? See, Pittsburgh T,
It's
well,
just
he's
my
stuck now.
opinion, Pitts. It's just my opinion,
See,
boxing
he just be
scholar. I mean, you
talking.
ain't
He
gotta
just
take
be
it like
talking.
Yeah,
That
brother,
dude just
you
be
you
talking, bro.
confusing that young brother with something called facts. Ain't nobody worry about no facts right now, scholar.
that.
This all about this young brother's opinion. Go ahead, preach on, brother. Forget those
What's good?
those minor details of facts. Nobody cares about those. Go ahead, brother.
What's good?
I
What's
mean,
good, Jay
shoot.
Bliss? Jay Bliss, you hear this? You hear this YN on the panel just spewing nonsense
Spewing facts.
and keep saying facts. He said don't mix politics and boxing.
I think it's pretty hard to. I mean, we just came out of a side of the streets era. That's literal politics. And boxing
That's
scholar
actually one of
thrives
the good
off of that.
points. That's actually one of the good points that you made today.
Yep. And boxing
You
scholar
don't make a lot.
thrives off
You
of the
don't
political divide in boxing.
look, Karma. Of course, she gonna some scholar slander. She gonna try to see what you're saying. I think he's tried to say old Republicans, not the MAGA party.
Hey, salute to
What?
Karma Serene.
He's
Brother,
not.
getting
Man, don't
through,
shoot him no
fella.
fucking bell.
That,
He ain't trying to say that. He just talking.
If
that
I
brother getting through,
Karma
scholar. That brother
Serene,
cooking up on something, man. That brother
Karma
getting through, man.
Serene,
So get them
Karma
facts, brother.
Serene, Karma Serene is the definition of a boxing liberal. She's a libtard in boxing terms. She loves AJ to death. And I don't really get it. I don't know how many times Karma Serene could watch a man get folded up and put to bed and still love this man to the end of the day.
That's what
But
a
hey,
loyal person's supposed to do. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, you,
So if
not
Bud
when
got
this
folded, you
nigga. Did
jumping
you see
ship?
this nigga last fight where he tried to get up off the ground using his neck? This nigga used his forehead to try to get up off the ground, boxing scholar, because his arms were
forehead.
asleep from getting put to bed. Do you understand what I just said?
Yo,
Bro,
Jay,
just
it's on my
another
community
year.
tab. It say pull
Yeah,
up. All you
yeah.
gotta do is go.
I love you
Yeah,
to
Go to
bro.
death,
my
Karma
community.
Go to
Serene.
the
I love you,
post. Go
Karma.
go
I
to the
love you.
post. Go to the post and you'll see it. Bro, like man, hey, look, man, Market Dan gonna be a BBO 3.0 in like 6 to 8 more months, man. It's gonna
I
be
see it.
crazy, man.
3VO. I'm gonna call him 3VO.
Yeah, man. He gonna be 3.0 BBO. All you need is a sombrero, man. You gotta borrow a sombrero so you can be a full BBO, man.
He gonna switch teams. It'll be a matter of time before he switch teams.
Yeah, and we can't forget about
Look,
them
there you
beans,
go.
brother.
Speaking of the
There you
devil.
go. They go to Capital. That's Capital
Shit.
BVO. Capital BVO. Get up here and get lowercase. He up here talking
Sombrero.
some crazy stuff.
Hey,
BVO on the
Sombrero,
main dude.
hey, my brother BBO, wasn't Bud supposed to get the hair beat off of his head?
You already know what BBO gonna say, bro. He gonna say
I ain't
steroids.
gonna lie. I changed my pick at the last second, but god damn it, I picked black. I picked my own people, god damn it. BBO, what
Nobody
you
heard you
did.
because you did it on the last second. So you spent all
That's
of your
not that.
vocals.
That's not
You
entirely
spent
true.
all
I
your
did it on
vocals on the
multiple levels.
airways,
I did. I
giving
did it on
the
multiple levels.
The Irishman credit.
It don't goddamn matter. It's on record that I changed my pick before the fight.
Monkey, yeah. Let me ask you this: is this picture racist?
No, because it's a factual picture. Hey, salute to my brother BVO. Y'all go check out my brother BVO channel. But nah, this is not a racist picture. How could this be a racist picture?
There you go. There you go, BBO. Go ahead and spill your stuff. I'm glad I got some over the screen so people won't see that picture of that monkey.
BVO.
Picture of that monkey you got displayed.
Oh, you calling me a monkey? Wow, you calling me a monkey? That's crazy, bro. You out of order, man.
Go ahead, BBO. Go ahead. What were you for to say, Capital BBO? I got to call you Capital BBO because I don't know what you're doing to Marky Dan. He's starting to sound like you, though.
Hey, man, everybody got little brothers, man. That's my guy, man. You know how
No,
that go.
makes sense. Makes sense now. Is
But
this true, Marky Dan?
I mean, shout out to Bud Crawford, man. The snack program works, man. If anybody was wondering, man, the snack program works. I mean,
I told y'all what he was gonna say.
You
Did I
you
tell you?
think you think in this picture right here, he's eating the same type of hamburger helper that Canelo was before that Triple G fight, BVO?
Oh,
I mean,
BBO, right back at you.
if you want to say something like that to be a jerk, I mean, Canelo had a bad Whopper, man. It is what it is. They even to let you know how bad it was, they even upped the levels because they were ridiculous what they did to Canelo. It was a travesty. But I'll say this, man. No matter how it go, man, nobody can take that performance away from Bud, man. That was a hell of a performance. To step two and beat the life out of him, it was tacos, burritos, and pizzas everywhere, man. I just felt bad for Canelo because he was beat dead and you couldn't even cheat for him. He got beat that bad.
BBO, what you think about him raising his hand after the fight, and what you think about him taking the last 2 rounds off?
Who, Bud?
No, man, you know Bud ain't take the last 2 rounds off. We talk about Canelo.
I'll tell you something that I noticed from Canelo. His body language was off. And one thing about Canelo, he just seemed defeated because you got to remember this is the first time we've seen somebody stand in the pocket with him. I mean, Bivol stood in for a little bit. He kind of got out of there with that in and out style. But I mean, Bud. I mean, that brother just sat there and just beat the tacos out of him, man. That was unexpected. I mean, there was a couple times where he just was putting hands and feet on Canelo, and Canelo was just in shock. He looked like the stronger man. He looked like the bigger fighter. I mean, I just say, man, salute to Canelo for always never being scared of them slick blacks, man. If you're a Mexican fighter, don't fight them slick black fighters till you have to. That's all.
Mm. So it was the steroids and the style, according to you.
Hold on. Don't put words in my mouth, man. I never said steroids. I said the snack program works.
So
That's
what
all I
they doing
said.
at snack?
I don't know. You got to ask Jamal Charlo. One day he was drunk trying to tell us about it. We just couldn't understand because he's a little bit drunk.
All he said was, "Man, don't even spell that shit right." That's all he said. They don't even
No,
spell that right.
he talked about how they do things to get close and just be up under. I don't know. One thing about you, Scholar, man, you're a real turncoat, man. You see a crook like Victor Conti around any if that was a black man, your black ass be on his neck. But cause a white man, you want to show him all this love. I think it's a joke, man. I'll tell you, you as a reporter, man, you letting everybody down with this, man. The snack program is suspicious and you know it, man.
Now. Before you respond to those harsh words from my brother BVO, I will say this, Scholar. Earlier this summer, that nigga Victor Conti, he put out some kind of like fake doctor test because people kept asking about is there testing for the fight, and on the letterhead it says 2024 June, but the tests say July of this year. So people got questions. Was Bud Crawford tested before this fight?
So, so many things back, so little time. Number one, BBO, with that trolling stuff, you can't even really address it. Anybody who watched the show know I'm proof positive as far as it come to my opinion. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say that, and when I'm right, I'm gonna let you know I'm right because I'm the genius of all genius, master of all masters, right? And we did a whole show on Victor Conte and the letter being fixed. First off, this is why I did a episode telling people do not work with Snack for this very reason. It's a conflict of interest. Victor Conte is telling you they got too many cheaters in the sport while being a former cheater and saying use a test that I know how to cheat. That's like, bro, that's a conflict of interest. Even if he wasn't doing anything, it's not a good look. So with him having access to Vada like he does, that's annoying too. The fact that he could tell Vada, like, get tests for Terence Bud Crawford, have access to that and leak it, and he's just too involved. Like, how is he even like is showing Ryan Garcia's test results and stuff like it's like, bro, what? But that doesn't mean anything. Canelo got outboxed. Simple as that. Like we said before, like I said before, Canelo had a positive test and Bud has never had any positive test. And the steroids still didn't help Canelo. One could make an argument that ever since that positive test, Canelo has looked like complete trash. And I don't take that much. I take it with a grain of salt, man. That stuff don't mean anything. The man got his ears boxed off. To the person that was trying to pull up, you got to go to my community wall like you did last time. You got to hit the link, and then the link will send you over here because I think he wanted to talk politics with you, Marky Dan. I think he has to smoke for you.
I say this one thing about Scholar, man, very well spoken brother, man. He'll fool you. He'll fool you. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And at the end of the day, like I said, what he has always done, just like Geraldo, he come off like a nice guy and he give you propaganda. It doesn't matter about the snack program. The fact is this: Victor Conti's a cheat, and why is the best fighter in the world hanging out with him? Why is that? Why is Clarissa Shields big as a house now at heavyweight? Can't even come down if she wanted to, and she worked with Victor Conti.
She should be able
I
to
just
come
don't
down if he was
understand.
a cheater.
But BVO, you
If he was a
realize
cheater, she should be able
Canelo.
to come down.
But BVO, you realize Canelo is working with possibly the most prolific. When you talk at least about tests getting popped trainers in our era with Eddie Reynoso. This nigga's had 6 fighters pop just in the last
Well,
5
no,
years.
hold up. I gotta correct you, Marky Dan. It was 6
Excuse me,
fighters
10
and it.
years.
Hold up. It was 6 fighters and his dog, because his dog do racing and his dog popped positive for steroids too.
Are
So
you serious? Are you
nah,
actually being
nah,
truthful?
plan, nah,
But,
plan.
Okay,
but
I
they
was
don't
about to
care about
say, if that's the
PEDs
case,
though.
this nigga is diabolical.
But they don't care about PEDs, Marky Dan, because Ryan Garcia popped and they told them that was his fault. He should have moved his left. They don't care about PEDs no more. So I don't even know why we talking about
Hey
PEDs. Nobody cares
Pittsburgh,
no
your
more.
black ass make me sick, man. You always come out
Ha!
with some
Nobody cares,
chicken
bro.
little with some little chicken little bullshit, man. I swear you the king of
Nobody
that.
cares, bro.
That's
But I got them. Nobody
that's
cares
what you
about
do,
that, bro.
man. That's what you
Hey
do,
BBO,
man.
you getting better at trolling though, BBO. I think you got to be like number one within the boxing community, bro. I must admit, bro, your game done you done elevated it. I think now, Marky Dan. Now, if you gonna follow somebody, this who you gonna follow right here,
You know
Marky
the
Dan.
funny thing about you,
I must
Pittsburgh,
admit though, I
and
gotta
you know
admit,
what's
BBO, you top level, brother. You
hey
is top
Pittsburgh,
level.
Pittsburgh. You know the part that gets me, man. You my brother, man. I love you. You talk like this about me. It is what
No,
it
no.
is.
I'm
Just
saying
because we
it's a
don't
good.
agree.
I'm saying if the young brother gonna follow somebody and he want to grow his channel, follow BBO. That's what you got to do. That's what he should do.
I
But
would
no,
advise
what I'm
against
saying
that.
is, you talking about a guy like me who studies boxing and loves it, loves the
Yes,
sport.
that's what he should do. He should follow you. I'm
Go. I've
saying
been going
go
to
follow
fights.
BBO.
I'm
BBO, that's
going to a
not a
fight
slight.
up in
That's
Philly.
not a slight. That's not a slight, BBO. Seriously, I'm being serious right now. I know BBS is a
But to
lot,
call me a
but I'm
troll,
not.
man, that's unfair, man. I think that's unfair.
No,
I
no.
would
Now,
say,
now, trolling is your sombrero. Now, if I
Man,
talk
you
about your
BBO, if you
sombrero,
don't
that's
stop with
trolling.
this victim stuff, bro, you definitely be trolling, bro. What are you talking
Yeah, yeah,
about?
yeah. He definitely be trolling, but he's good
well,
at it. So if you go
but
find, hey,
you
hey,
know,
Uncle Dan,
what's
you need to
funny,
follow
and you know
BBL,
the
bro.
funny thing is, I thought I'd call Scholar a friend, and he would come on here and co-sign someone saying I'm a troll, the guy who works hard, puts out videos, gives you nothing but the facts. I'm a troll. That's just what y'all
Nothing but
do,
the
man. Y'all try to
facts.
put
Okay, well, let
labels
me
on
ask you this.
blacks,
Let me
man.
give you an exact quote. Canelo is not guilty of anything but it be eating a hamburger. Is that not trolling? Is that not trolling, BBO?
Silence.
How is that
But I think
trolling?
that's a fact, though. I think that's a fact, though, Scholar. We can't argue with the facts, BBO. Let them know.
I mean, the dude had a hamburger, Scholar, and for you to come out here and you in Pittsburgh to
How you
attack
even
my
know it was a
integrity,
hamburger? How you know it wasn't
it's
steak?
whatever it was. All I'm saying is, it's a shame that I come to my brother, and you guys try to come in here, man, and assassinate my character in this way. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous to say
This
I'm a
man is
troll. That's the
crazy.
worst that you can be in this community.
This man
Hey, we
crazy,
didn't do
man.
it at we didn't do it at Black History Month, so we did it around Mexico. So we good, Scott. At least we didn't do it at Black. Yeah, we good. We good.
This man crazy, man. His man know he be trolling. I don't even know why he playing these games. He know he troll. He know he be, and then BBO's funny because he do the reverse victim stuff. Everybody got to be a victim in BBO's soliloquies. Somebody got to be the victim. It just can't be the person he talking to at the time. He be like, I can't believe you did that, Marky Dan, to another black man. You know, at this
Well,
point in America.
take the black out of it. What I'm basically saying, and I'm gonna just say what I need to say. At the end of the day, Scholar, what I'm saying, you're my brother, man. We built this community together. I don't understand why you go out of your way to discredit me and make it seem like I'm not one of the people trying to push the sport forward. As if I would take the time that I spend on YouTube to troll. I wouldn't do that. My whole thing is to push the sport forward. I'm a fan of boxing. I know you're a fan of fighters. I'm a fan of boxing. I go back to uh I go back to Muhammad Ali. I go back to Kid Gallahan. I go back to Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. John L. Sullivan, our first champion. This is my life. I love boxing. So for you and Pittsburgh to go out of the way and try to put it as if I'm just some troll nigga who don't know the sport, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Bro, are you reaching for some like what you gonna pull something, BBO, reaching that hard, bro? What the hell are you talking about? You getting deep over nothing, bro. You be trolling. It's common knowledge, BBO. What we're saying is not a matter of opinion, it's a matter of fact. You're trolling now. What you just try to do is you came over here, you brought up snack, right? When I
Mhm.
addressed the snack stuff, you said you a sheep in wolf's clothing. So BBO, are you being disingenuous by suggesting that I would jeopardize my integrity over Victor Conte, the white man? You see how you play in the games, Don King? That shit don't work on me. You gotta remember, I studied Don King. That shit don't work on me. You know, I studied the game. I not only studied the fighters, I studied the promoters. I know how Don King played them games. You're racist. You're racist. What's that dude's name? God, I can't think of it. The Jewish guy. He told him he was racist. He was like, I'm not racist, Don. Yep, you know you're racist. Say it in front of everybody. I know what you're doing, BBO. It ain't gonna work on me.
Hey, and you know the funny thing about it, that's why I love Scholar, man. You know, he talks about one of our great promoters, Don King, who was married over 50 years, calls him, what you call him, a troll. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Some of the stuff you guys say, man, against people who really want to push the sport forward is just sick, man. You guys are sick.
Nah, we don't
Oh,
call King a thief, or excuse me, a troll. We call him a thief. Call him a murderer. Those are the things we call him.
I think you out of line to call somebody who stole from Don King. You want to say that this man who stole an old Don King money, that all of a sudden Don is unalive. That's crazy to say that. I know Don King to give out turkeys, shoes, book bags, take care of
I
his
heard them
community.
turkeys was laced that Don King was giving out.
Hey man, you in Pittsburgh, man. It's a special place in hell for both y'all cats, man.
That is man trying to send us to hell because we criticize somebody he don't even know. You see how he do? You see how the celebrity worship? To people out there listening, don't be like BVO. Don't listen to Pittsburgh T.
Hey,
Being
yeah,
like
yeah.
BVO, you'll study you'll study, how to spin a man in the circle, through mental games, mental gymnastics, and then you'll play victim and make them the villain, all in one. But that don't work on somebody who with superior intellect,
No, you are a villain. You are a villain. You are a villain. You always against blacks. That's what you do. If
Hey,
a
you see
black
this,
brother's
Marky
doing
Dan?
something, you go out your way to
Hey,
undress him any way you can. That's what you do.
hey, Marky Dan, this
But
is
you just
Marky Dan,
criticized
this is an
Bud.
expert level.
And
See how you
hold on,
got to
hold on.
see how you do it,
That
Marky
man
Dan.
just
This is
rooted for
expert
Canelo.
level right here. This is top tier right here, Marky Dan. This is what you got
I'm
to get
telling
to.
you,
You
this
got to
nigga
get to this
BBO
level
different.
right here. This is where you got to get to. So you get from little BBO to the big BBO. Go ahead.
Crazy.
That man,
This man just
that
came
man
off of
rooted for.
smearing one of our great black champions. Now
That
you
man
now
rooted for
we all
Canelo,
against the
bro.
brothers.
He rooted for Canelo and then doubled down on his pick and
Irish,
accused
an
Bud of being on
Irish
the snack
Mexican.
program. You can't make
He
this up.
rooted for an Irish
Shout out to my
Mexican
man being in boxing, man. Salute, my brother. All I say
over
is
a
this.
brother from Omaha.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. I don't know about what Bud is, if he's a foundational Black American or not. All I can say is this: Canelo's been a friend to the Black community. We've seen how he helped out long-standing prospect Jerron Ennis. I mean, the dude's always his door is
What?
always open. His door is always open for fighters, man. So
How
salute
he
to
help
Canelo,
out
always
Boots?
showing love. Say it again.
How did he help out Boots?
He gave Boots the opportunity to make a few dollars, man.
Bro, Boots is a professional fighter, not a fighter over the hill.
Boots been fighting 10 years and he's
Why
still
he
fighting
didn't
punching bags. What are you talking
why
about?
he didn't give
You
Boots and
missing what I'm
Andre that
saying.
fight?
Boots is
That's
finna make a
crazy.
Why
bag fighting a bum right now. He don't need like he gonna get paid more in that professional fight than being Canelo's sparring partner. What are you talking about?
He might or he might not. You don't
No, ain't
know.
no
I
might.
don't know
He
the
is.
contract. I don't know the contract. I don't know the contract.
You see the games that BVO play?
I
Wow.
mean shit. That's my brother. That's how
Hey,
you
Marky Dan, you didn't have to pay for this class, dog. You see this master class you getting, dog? I tried to warn you, dog. Tried to tell you, man. BVO an expert, man. You need to do some coaching classes, BVO. You can make some money on being a
I
mentor, bro.
completely forgot what I was about to
But I'll
say.
say this though. Let me shout out my guy, man. Shout out to my man Jaleel Hackett, man. We trying to get the fight with Xander Zayas, man. Shout out to Keith, his promoter, good brother, man. I think we should make the fight. I think you got two of the youngest guys in boxing, both 22 years old. I think we can get 3 fights out of those kids, man. So let's get something going, man. Come on, if you out there listening, man, come on, Xander. You the king of Puerto Rico. You got the king of DC. Let's get a fight going.
BVO, do you think that this picture is in all racist?
It probably is if you weak in the heart, yeah, for sure.
Interesting. That surprised me that BVO of all people said that. I
I
just knew you
think it's
was
just funny if anything.
okay. Hey, this you know, funny thing with BBO, you never know what you're gonna get with him. BBO is the box of chocolates Forrest Gump was talking about. Cause
I mean,
he
but
told so much, I never
respectfully,
know when this guy's serious.
I don't know how that photo could be racist. I mean, it's racist for a black man to eat some tacos, and then I mean, if you're gonna talk about the Canelo aspect of it, I mean, shit, it's not really racist because Bud
He
Crawford
cooked
proved
them.
he's superior. Yeah, he's proved he's superior to Canelo.
You know
Oh,
what I
that's
will
not
say
real
though?
racism.
I won't go that far. I'll say this, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford. All jokes aside, shout out to Bud Crawford for really showing you what it's like to be a great fighter and be able to go in there with a bigger man and make it look easy. One thing I gotta say about Bud is he one of those guys where he just never seems to disappoint. Some people trying to compare him to Henry Armstrong. I can understand that, but I don't necessarily know if Henry Armstrong was as dominant at these weight classes, at those bigger weight classes, like he was at lightweight. So I mean,
What?
if you, I'm just saying, I'm just going off what I read. I wasn't there, scholar. So that's what I'm saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just
but
saying the
Bud has
domination I'm
only
seeing.
fought one. Bud only fought one fight.
He got film out there, BBO. He didn't fight that long ago, like so where ain't
No,
no
I,
film
I
on
I
it.
seen the film, but what I'm saying is to see what I'm seeing, the dominance what Bud is doing against these top tier guys like Errol, who we thought was top tier. Who really, I'm gonna tell you, Errol was a great Al Heyman trick bag because Errol Spence, man, or as my man Marky called him One Eye Willie, he really wasn't that good. Now I kind of see why he was ducking Keith Thurman. I kind of see why.
Who you
Hey
got?
man,
Who would y'all have at this
Bud.
point? Would y'all have Earl Spence or Keith Thurman at this point?
I think if I could chime in, what's up, y'all?
Salute, man.
Salute.
Salute to the chat, man. I wasn't sure of. I was like, is things getting heated? Let me just bow out. I was like, let me just stick to my perspective, man. But I think Terence Crawford made Errol Spence look so bad that a lot of people be forgetting the formidable wins that he had. Terence Crawford is just on another level. But staying onto the topic, I mean, the first man to be undisputed in 3 weight classes, him going down to 160, to me is probably the best decision he's gonna make because I seen his training camp footage where he was preparing for Canelo, and I noticed one thing that was very interesting to me. He had on a shirt that he kept wearing that said 4 times undisputed on it. And it didn't click to me until I saw the Canelo Alvarez fight, and I said, this dude is just looking at Canelo like he's in the way. He's trying to go down to 160, and he's already looking like Landy Lars down there and his 2 other champions. And he like eventually is looking like 2 of those fighters are going to end up fighting each other. So he'll only have to do a 2-fight deal, probably with Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's why he was probably begging him not to retire, because the only thing he can do that's even remotely as big as beating Canelo Alvarez, because there's no other fighter he could fight on that caliber, is becoming the 4-time undisputed champion ever in the history of boxing.
He would be the only fighter to ever do that.
Exactly. He'd be making history. And that would be that would stand the test of time even more than him beating Canelo Alvarez. People would talk about he's the only 4 times undisputed champion in the history of boxing, period.
But to be honest,
Jenna big ass is still down there. Y'all know Jenna Big's big ass is still down there. So I don't know about that.
But to be honest, too, though, Bud is already the only 3-time undisputed champion in the history of boxing already.
Exactly.
Right now, he's already 1 of 1. So
what would be greater than that? Because we're talking about
David Benavidez.
We're talking about nice. Crawford. This nigga might be like one of the hungriest boxers I ever seen in my life. And then after seeing him after Canelo, he was like, I'm not even satisfied, because I knew I was gonna do this shit. So he seemed like the type of fighter that he would go for some shit that is like nobody's gonna be able to touch this for a long time. He's like, who else could I fight? I can't fight nobody else. I'm not going down to 154 to fight Boots. He already said no. I'm not going up to 175. Even in his post-fight press conference, he said I'm going down to 160. But I'm like, why would he go down to 160? Only thing I just keep thinking about that shirt that dude had on multiple times. Or if you guys watch his little episodes, 4 times undisputed.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you this about Bud. One thing, he's a great fighter, but one thing I don't know about him, man, is if he goes down there, Jennebeck is a tough fight. I don't think he'll fight Jennebeck, because people don't remember Jennebeck made Boo Boo Andre run away from him, man. I think Jennebeck don't get enough credit. I don't know how the hell he's making 160, but I think him and Jennebeck will be a good fight. He probably beats him. I'll never pick against Bud again, but really, now they're gonna do stuff like try to get him beat. They're gonna try to say, "Hey, fight the Mexican Pussycat, fight what's left of Bivol, fight what's left of Beterbiev." I mean, at the end of the day, I think him and the Mexican Pussycat should get it on. I think that'll be a good fight.
Yeah, that's true. But it's with him having Turkey Al-Sheikh on his side, and if Turkey probably sees that 4-time undisputed, seeing that he would be the first person to put on a 4-time undisputed fight. I don't think that what anybody says, and we've seen what anybody says doesn't really deter or direct Bud into any type of fight. He just does whatever he wants to do.
You guys think he'll what happens if Canelo fights David Benavidez next and beats him? Will that help him?
Absolutely.
I think that should be Canelo's next fight. I think he's take a tune-up. Fight Caleb Smith.
Man, he ain't about to fight Benavidez after that ass whooping he just took.
Well, Benavidez is not on the same level as Crawford.
BBL, let me help you out.
We've seen him versus Vosnik struggle. So if we struggle versus Vosnik, you know he'll struggle against Canelo.
Let me help BBR, because we already know where his heart lies. If BB, hold on, what the?
It's turned up over there.
This guy live in the hood, man.
Hey.
Man, I'm gonna crank up my car and get the fuck up out of here.
Shout out to San Antonio, man. Shout out to San Antonio.
Man, the only way that a Benavidez fight would make sense is if Benavidez was undisputed at light heavyweight or unified at light heavyweight.
You think Turkey would give him $200 million to get his pussycat ass in the ring with Benavidez?
Well, I don't.
Who is saying that? That's BVO?
No, that's Marky Dan.
You talking about Crawford? Or you
I'm
talking about
Canelo?
No, talking about Canelo.
I think Canelo would fight Benavidez. And to be honest, after watching that Bud fight, I give Canelo better chances against Benavidez. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
he'll
lie.
fuck Benavidez up, man.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I still think he would lose, but I seen in that
You want to
fight,
put
even
you
though
would put
Crawford,
money on that?
Y'all
would I
would
put
think
money? I probably
Canelo beats Benavidez?
no. I
Benavidez will
won't. No,
fuck
I won't put
Canelo
money.
up something serious.
Man,
No,
Canelo
Man,
will fuck
what?
him up, man.
Because I
Canelo don't
think I
got the
don't know if
foot movement.
Benavidez.
Canelo don't got the foot movement at this age.
Yeah.
Like if the two of them
Did you
are
did you
standing in
guys
the
see what Rocky
pocket, bro,
Marciano did
Benavidez,
the
uh,
mongoose? It'll be the same type of thing.
but the
Canelo
thing is,
beat his hips up, beat his
but
arms
the
up.
mongoose was an old man when he got in there with
It
Rocky.
don't
This is
matter.
a
Rocky
young
still whooped
man.
his ass.
The
the
mongoose
thing
ain't
is though with
Benavidez, brother.
Benavidez is gonna be right in front of Canelo. Canelo not gonna have to move his
He's not
feet or
gonna have the
nothing like
nuts to
that.
stand the Canelo, bro.
Benavidez
Stop
is gonna be
playing.
right there to counter. You know, he gonna be right there to receive the counter from Canelo
I
and
mean,
allow Canelo to go
But
I
with
can
the
kind of see
amount
what
of
you're saying.
volume coming at Canelo, bro, and I think Benavidez could take Canelo best punch.
I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, nah,
After
I think
watching that fight
Canelo,
with what's
that's an
that
ass
dude's
kicking waiting
name?
to happen.
What's
That's an
that
ass
last
kicking
dude
waiting to happen.
Benavidez just fought?
Vosnick.
Morrell.
David Morrell.
Morrell.
Yeah, didn't
I
Morrell
could
put him
see
on
it.
his pockets?
Yeah, I could see it.
I
Man,
I
if
mean,
you
could
don't
see it.
stop that,
we
bro,
already
that
know
was a
David
leg sweep.
Man,
Benavidez is chinny,
I'm
man.
telling you, I can see it.
I could
Somewhere in the
see it.
fifth, sixth round, Canelo is gonna put his back on the ropes, and
Yeah.
he's just gonna be like trying to like do some rope a dope shit and tell
Yeah.
Benavidez to come on. And Benavidez from that point on is going to
Nah,
viciously
Canelo could
whoop
win. Let me let
his
me let me
ass.
nah, let me cut the wire in off because you know he always got some crazy stuff to say
Nah,
about.
that's the facts. That's
On the
what he did
No,
wire.
against Bivol. That's what he did against Floyd
bro,
and that
you
at
got to
certain
take
points
in
in
the
that
fact
fight
that
when he got
okay,
frustrated.
Canelo's no
That
longer champion, right?
trash.
So 10 round fights.
Fraud.
Canelo's a 10 round fighter, bro. He's 10 round
Oh,
fighter.
you a hater,
So
bro.
he is, bro. He don't fight past the 10 round. Canelo take a
Okay.
deep breath and he just look for the bell to ring. But
Yeah. He get
10 rounds. So
frustrated.
he gonna be going 10 rounds with Benavidez.
Right.
See, what Bo said is true that he gonna be right in front of Canelo. But Canelo gets into a defensive thing where he just rests behind his defense and he'll just slip and he
Yeah.
won't counter you.
Yep.
And I
Right.
think that's gonna come in a factor. But he will have the speed advantage, I feel like, over Benavidez. Like the counter.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of times he tried to counter Bud, but Bud
Mm, I don't know
was a
about that
faster
one.
guy.
That nigga
Oh,
Benavidez is he pretty quick for his
man, he be
not,
size.
throwing shoe
not,
shine.
not only
He shows
that,
shoe shine punches. He
He
don't
don't
throw
do
no
nothing to
real.
knock you out,
not
man.
not only
Yeah, he
that,
don't do
Skyler.
significant.
Benavidez showed you he got Benavidez showed you he's gonna peel that Canelo guard. And he's gonna
Yeah.
come with them uppercuts and them
He
straight
not
rights.
strong enough to do
And
that,
he
He
man.
might peel
showed
himself
you in the
into a
Morrell
headbutt like
fight,
Bud.
he been working on setting shit up.
Niggas is crazy on this motherfucker.
And you know
Yeah, he
what's so
might peel
crazy
himself
about
into a
Canelo? People
headbutt.
don't realize he got a vibranium chin, man. Because some of those punches that
Bro,
Bud hit him with would have knocked niggas
I
out.
mean that's okay. His eyelids
Yeah.
ain't made out of vibranium. His nose
that
ain't
man
made out
said a
of vibranium. We
vibranium
gonna deal
chin.
with
Now he
all
made
that
the
shit,
man
BBO. Don't
Wolverine.
even worry about it.
Yeah.
No, vibranium is from Wakanda, nigga.
But who
Oh, wait,
wins between
hold on. What
Benavidez and
Wolverine got?
Bivol?
Huh?
Adamantium. Now he got an
Adamantium.
adamantium chin.
No, he got a vibranium chin.
I thought adamantium was stronger.
No, vibranium supposed to be. Ain't that what Captain America's shield is made out of? Vibranium.
And Wolverine will scratch that shit up, bro. Bro, get out of here with that. But I'm finna put you backstage, bro. You supposed to know your comic book references.
He's a
That's a
wild boy,
fact.
Carl.
Wolverine would beat the fuck out of
Who
Captain
wins
America. That's a
between
fact.
Bivol
You
and
not a cop, Jay
Benavidez though?
Reed. You not a
Who
cop,
y'all
Jay
Bivol,
got?
Reed.
easy.
That's all
Hey,
Bivol
I
yo,
say.
versus
BVO.
who?
BVO,
Bivol versus
Bivol and
who?
Benavidez.
hold on, BVO. I
Oh,
was pulling up
Bivol.
to everybody's panel with that name. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. And I had LL Cool J picture and nobody knew where it was from, bro. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. You was a sellout. But nah, man,
What you
bro,
say?
that's
A
an
mega
easy
eight?
fight,
Sound
bro.
like your father? That's not good.
Bro, but no, real stuff, Bivol, that'll be an easy fight for Bivol. I heard Nesta Gibb was trying to he was like, hey, I think Bud could beat Bivol. Bro, he trying to get Bud cooked, bro. Because he
Yeah.
picked against Bud with Canelo, bro. He
Bro,
trying to
that's
get
just
Bud
what you
cooked.
call pickle
I only
pulling,
said
man.
that because I heard somebody say
Whoa.
the only way Canelo would fight Benavidez is if he was undisputed at 175. So I'm
I got
thinking,
news for
I'm
you,
like,
man.
do he even beat Bivol or better beef?
I got news for you guys. Anthony Yarde is gonna give Benavidez a better fight than you think.
Man, you done lost your mind, bro.
Oh my god.
He's not gonna win because he ain't got a gas tank. I like
Anthony
Anthony
Yarde
Yarde.
is asleep right now as we speak, and he gonna stay that way on fight night, bro. If
But
you don't stop it, bro.
you don't think it's gonna be an exciting fight while it lasts,
He,
Boxing Scholar?
It'll be
Bro,
exciting, but
what
he
exciting as
fights his
far as
ass off.
Anthony Yarde is a punching bag coming to get beat on.
But you don't think Benavidez is gonna be standing in there to take some of his shots as well?
I think you got a better chance of getting pregnant than Anthony
that's
Well,
Yarde
crazy as
pulling
hell.
off any upset, bro.
I
He
ain't saying
dare to
he's
get
gonna
beat up.
pull off the upset, but the
But
nigga can
okay,
punch
well let me
pretty
tell you this,
hard, and
Marky. Then let me tell you
Benavidez
this,
like to leave
YN.
his chin out there when he be
Let me
swinging
tell you
them
this.
bitches.
Okay, you asked me, Marky. Then let me tell you. If I want to watch a murder, I turn it on CSI
Whoa.
Miami. I turn it on Snap or one of them shows, bro. He ain't got no chance. He ain't got a chance in hell, bro, of doing anything with no Benavidez, bro.
I
Hey, you know what
It's
I'll
gonna be.
say, Scholar?
I mean, you know, people
The
said
way
that.
I rock on your panel, your black ass need to be rocking on mine like this, man. I'll be on here rocking, bro. You
Like we
disappear
can't.
after one segment.
Nah, can't cuss, bro. You handcuff me. You don't let Scholar. You know what you do, BVO? You get like, you watch football, right? Because you're a football guy. It's
Yeah.
like getting Randy Moss. It's like getting Randy Moss and making him run slants. You know,
I would love to cuss, but a couple sponsors I got don't want to hear no cussing. And what I also do, so you get a better idea why I don't like as much cussing, is because I'll play my show at the Boys and Girls Club I volunteer at.
and
Because
that's
if
just
you
it.
know,
So
go ahead.
BVO, the way I've been talking today, this is Scholar. You think
Mm-hmm.
I want some kids hearing me talk like this?
Hey, all jokes aside, man, I think you're one of the best boxing minds on YouTube, man. I mean, you don't get enough credit for your fight breakdowns. I mean, you got a really good mind for it. Me and Bernard Hackett was talking about you the other day, man. You really got a good mind for the sport. I'm actually gonna do a coaches panel, and I'm gonna have you up there with hopefully Bernard, Reggie Sweet. We got E. Shea Smith. We will have you come up there because a lot of guys really respect your knowledge of the sport, man. I mean, you come off as a prick, but you know the sport really, really well.
That's funny. That's funny, BBO, because you come off like a nice guy, but you're actually a piece of shit.
Shout out to Iron Mike, man.
But nah, real talk though, BBO. I can't be cuffed, brother. I like to speak freely, man. You know, this monetization ain't even for to be green. It's for to be yellow because all the cuss words we doing. But I feel like it's worth it for the conversation, man. I like having good boxing conversation. BBO. I read a study one time that said
Mm-hmm.
that you can't. The most trusted people that like the most trustworthy people are people that say cuss words.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that makes sense, bro. Everybody I could think of in life growing up that didn't let you say the naughty words, bro, they didn't have good character. Sometimes a
That's
motherfucker is a
crazy.
motherfucker and a bitch is a bitch, and sometimes you gotta
You sound
call
like
people
Don
that.
King. What he say? We trying to get that double motherfucker.
He
Hey,
also
he was an honest person. I
Chris
don't know
like
if
a
you seen that
robber.
clip the other day. I showed BBO, but Don King said he said they said, Don, why did you rob Mike Tyson of all of his money? And he said, because when I met them, they were broke. And I thought, what a wonderful opportunity for me to make them rich so that I could rob them of everything that they had. And started smiling. I was like, well,
What he
That's
said? They two
crazy.
broke black boys from the ghetto. But what I'll say is this: one of my favorite stories is when Don King was telling that story about how his dad died, and he said his dad fell off one of them tiers, and fell into a vat. He said wasn't nothing left for daddy but a scream, and they gave his
Damn.
nigga tragedy money. And he said, it was just funny. You got to hear that speech, man, when he was talking about how like his father ended up passing. It was pretty sad, man, to hear about somebody's dad falling into a vat of molten steel and wasn't nothing left but a scream, and they didn't even close the factory.
Dang, that's a crazy legacy.
Yeah.
Hey, but
But
who? I want just real quick. I want to know if like boxing ended tonight, who's the greatest fighter of all time in your opinion?
all time?
All time, out of
Shit, we
every
got
fighter that stepped in the ring.
Charleston White. We got Rolly Romero. We got a lot to choose from. I'll
Not
let
for
everybody
real,
else go
man.
first.
I'm
To
curious
be
because I could
serious,
tell you guys know what you're talking
to
about. Like
to
as
be
far as the boxing,
for
I'm curious to know.
to
for
be
me,
very
pound for
serious.
pound, a lot of people won't agree with this, but just off tenacity, I would have to say pound for pound, greatest of all time. I'm not talking about popularity. I'm talking about straight fighter. I would say the Mongoose and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, mine. I would have to say it would be Muhammad Ali, uh, Ray Robinson, or I'd pull a guy from the old era, Harry Greb.
Let me put him back.
Bruh.
Harry Greb.
Yeah, Harry Greb, that's the
Harry
nigga that
Greb was
fought
beating
with
niggas up, bro.
yeah,
Nah,
Harry
nah,
Greb
cause
fought with
nah,
one
nah, nah,
eye.
BBO. You know why? You know why I'm gonna put
He
him
fought.
backstage for that? Cause
What do you mean?
Marky Dan ain't even older than Harry Greb's dust that he got. You know, he man, what you is
What's that
21 years
mean?
old? You ain't watched no footage of no damn Harry Greb.
No,
There's
we
no
watched him
footage
on
of
my
Harry
show. We
Greb.
watched Harry Greb. Harry Greb was a bad
Man,
motherfucker, man.
he couldn't
I
even
don't
tell
Yeah,
which one
understand
but
the
was which. He
point.
don't,
There's
he
no
don't even
footage.
know how to look at black and white film properly.
I
Man,
don't know.
look here.
When you
Stop
watch Harry
being an
Greb, I don't
ageist
think there's many guys that
bastard.
could beat him.
You can't even scrutinize the information.
That man said
yeah,
I
but
was ageist for saying he too young to know who Harry Greb is. That's
you
crazy.
said three boxers though. You gotta just choose one. You said Harry Greb,
Man,
Muhammad
that shit
Ali, or
not
Sugar
easy.
Ray
Boxing been
Robinson.
around for 150 goddamn years. That's my
Okay,
three.
look here. Hear what I'm saying though. If you had to just choose tonight, just out of those three, you just gotta choose one to be the greatest of all time. Who you leaning towards?
Probably Muhammad.
I'll take Muhammad Ali. Yeah.
Yeah. Mama was a bad motherfucker, man. Well, my
Yeah,
bad.
this
Cassius
man
Clay. Cassius
Cassius
Clay.
Clay.
cleaned out.
This
I
man
mean, the
chose to
man
call him
cleaned
this,
out
bro. Let's
the
come on, man. This dude's so disrespectful. This dude's so disrespectful, man.
I
Cassius
mean,
Clay.
the man
Hold on, hold on, hold
cleaned
on, hold
out the
on. What my man said?
60s.
What my man said? Coming to America.
His
Clay was
mama
a
named him
bad
Clay. I'm
motherfucker.
gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Clay.
What did he
Clay.
say? Cassius Clay was a bad motherfucker. I ain't saying he ain't bad.
Somebody
But you
said,
know
"Don't
what's so
forget
funny
about
about
Jack
it though,
Johnson."
Scholar? When he was Cassius Clay, that Olympic run Ali had, one of the best Olympic runs of all time, man. He was beating the shit out of some grown men in that Olympics, bro.
It
Them
was,
wasn't no
bro.
kids he was fighting.
Nah. Ali was going toe to toe with some of them niggas, like the Olympic final, like the Olympic trials finals. He got dropped
Mm-hmm.
in the last round. Then he got
Yeah.
up and knocked that nigga straight the fuck out.
The
Yo, you
thing
know
that's
what's
so
crazy?
crazy, I can't believe Ali would keep his hands as low as he did, and he still was able to become a great fighter, man.
That's what made him
Yo,
the
y'all
best.
ain't even.
Yo.
Yo, Bo, who you got, Bo? Who you got your go? Yeah, Bo quiet over there.
Man,
He
look,
probably got Errol Spence.
I say Ali is the greatest heavyweight, but the
This nigga.
greatest boxer,
No, he's not the greatest
nigga.
heavyweight, but he's the greatest boxer.
Sugar Ray Robinson had 174 fights, man.
Yeah, he was a lighter. He was a
I
lighter
mean,
guy.
not
Kid
174
Gallahan whooped
fights,
his ass, bro. Did you
174
know that?
Yeah, I was about
wins.
to.
Kid Gallahan beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Robinson, bro.
Yeah, but out of 174 wins,
Did you hear what I just
Yo,
said?
But
He beat the dog. He beat the pressing perm out that nigga's head. What are you talking
But
about?
yo,
BBO, but
he did have
BBO.
that perm too. He thought
but
he had
look,
that perm like Malcolm X.
Robinson had almost three
You ain't
times.
gotta bring up Kid Gavilan. You go watch the first Carl Bubba Olsen
Robinson
fight.
had like
That
three
man
times more
Bubba
killers he
Olsen
was
put
dealing with
hands on
in
Sugar Ray
every
Robinson.
division while he was fighting. He
You
had
gotta
way
stop
more
all
So
that
killers
pickle
on his
pulling,
hands.
man. At the end of the day, he got some holes in his game, bro. You gotta stop
man,
that
look,
pickle pulling, man.
man, hold on,
I
Man, I
hold
don't know
on.
nothing about no pickle pulling. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
even know
yeah.
what you're talking
See,
about. But
you see
skill
how
for
you see how you
skill,
talk to other
resume
black
for
men, BBO?
resume.
Hold on, brother. Let me handle this. You see how you talk to this black man who just gave his opinion, BBO? See, it's a
Man.
special place in hell for you, brother. Special place in hell for you.
Wow, why would you say that to me, man? That's
Cause that what
crazy.
you said to me earlier. I was just
I
trying to
didn't say
reverse it.
that.
Yes, you did. You said me and Pittsburgh D Pittsburgh T got a place
Pittsburgh
reserved in
D?
hell
That
for
what
you.
you call him? Pittsburgh D? Wow.
See that?
Yikes.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Hey, but look, check this out. This man always think about D. But check this out.
Man.
You
So check
keep
this out.
saying it too, man. Wow.
This
Pause.
guy
And
wild.
bro, so you know D is a letter in the alphabet. If your brain automatically go to DICK, brother, go get some therapy.
Man,
You
you
know,
the
why
Dame
not
Dash, you
deli
the Dame
sandwich? You
Dash of
know,
YouTube, bro.
why not Dame Dash? Dame Dash started with it. But anyway, check this out. So check this out. So Muhammad Ali, right? Muhammad Ali had less fights, but you got to also remember he had his prime years took it from him, and he's also a heavyweight. He's taking punches from bigger guys. You know, anything under heavyweight, or we can go as far as like light heavyweight. You know, it's like middleweight and then down is like fair games. A lot of people move up to that weight class and that's where they finish, or they might move up and jump down, et cetera, et cetera. You know, before steroids came along and then everybody started jumping up. But Muhammad Ali, this is how I judge his fight, right? Muhammad Ali fought probably like, if you say the hardest punches of all time in any weight class, he probably fought like 7 or 6 of them at heavyweight, and he beat them all.
For sure.
Beat them all. You know,
style on him too.
And then you got to remember this: he lost 3 years of his prime, came back, had to reinvent his style. You know, it would be like taking a left hook from Ron Garcia breaking his left hand, and then having to reinvent himself and still figuring out a way to reign and be champions. His legs, what his style was based off of, and he still was able to adapt and change based off of, you know, his new style, right? And even invented a style, the rope-a-dope. But with all that being said, with him and Sugar Ray, I know he was inspired by Sugar Ray, but I always bring this up, you know, when Sugar Ray quit against Turpin, right? And I know everybody talks about the referee passing out and all this stuff. Listen, we get it.
Joey Maxim.
Joey Maxim.
That was an
he lost to Turpin, but he passed out and quit against Maxim. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, thank you for that correction, because, you know, I want to make this point. I want to make it fair, too. Yes, it was hot in the ring, but Marky Daniel was also hot in the Thriller of Manila, and he had Joe Frazier in front of him, and he didn't quit. It was just as hot, and Joe Frazier was beating the hell out of him in the Thriller of Manila, and he did not quit. So for that reason,
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that. I don't like. I would have to go look at the actual like newspaper articles to know how hot it was for each event. But the referee bowed out from that Sugar Ray Robinson Joey Maxim fight. He quit.
He did,
and they had to go find another referee.
Man,
like I've never seen that ever happen in a fight.
And let's not forget Sugar Ray Robinson fought Jake LaMotta 6 times.
That's bullying, bro.
And he fought Gene Fulmer. These are guys that he beat that a lot of people don't know about. All-time greats.
Everybody know Mean Gene, man. Stop. Everybody know Mean
Carmen
Gene.
Basilio. These are all. He fought more.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, bro.
Let me finish my point. He fought and beat more all-time greats than Ali. Period.
Okay.
He had an 81 fight run. Let's not forget this. Now Muhammad Ali is the people's champ, but it's a reason why they literally call Sugar Ray Robinson the pound for pound king. That's what I'm saying. The greatest boxer of all time. Not his popularity. This dude hands down.
He wasn't better than Joe Louis, man. Stop it.
Oh, okay.
They just made the whole pound for pound to take the shine off Joe Louis.
A lot of times people rate Sugar Ray opponents based off of rubbing up against him, because a lot of those guys without Sugar Ray on their resume would not be considered like world beaters. And if Tyson Fury went and fought Deontay Wilder 2 more times, would y'all say that those were great fights? Because the trilogy was good.
A great fighter, but we're saying greatest of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson, pound for pound. Lewis was in what weight class?
You talking about Joe Louis?
Heavyweight,
right?
Heavyweight.
Yeah.
Okay, Robinson dominated in multiple divisions and had an 81 fight run. I'm not taking anything away from Joe Louis. Joe Louis is an all-time fucking great fighter. Like I was raised up watching fighting Joe Louis and all of these guys with my grandfather. You know, rest in peace. But when I seen Sugar Ray Robinson and just looking at the stats, the nigga's the pound for pound king. But that's just my opinion and my perspective. That's who I got as my number one, and that's why.
Yeah. I mean, I respect your opinion. I mean, you really splitting hairs. Whichever one you decide to have as your GOAT, I don't think nobody.
Yeah, but Lewis had like 25 title defenses, so I get it.
The thing that you're missing, bro, is you're saying that Ray Robinson did a lot, and had a bunch of titles. You can't go nowhere as heavyweight. Once you're a heavyweight, anybody that is in the same weight difference of a lower weight is still considered a heavyweight. So you don't get credit for beating a guy that's 20 or 30 pounds heavier than you. and you're taking bigger punches from a bigger guy. And then not only that, Muhammad Ali got you talking about Hall of Famers, bro. George Foreman. So let me ask you this: when has Sugar Ray went into a fight where he was the absolute underdog and expected to lose, and then came out on top? I
That I
guarantee you,
couldn't
Muhammad.
I couldn't
Huh?
tell you that. I would say Muhammad Ali probably was more the underdog because Sugar Ray was that fucking good.
I wouldn't say Muhammad was no underdog. Once he became
Nah,
champion
he
versus
was an
Liston,
underdog. He
he
was
wasn't
an
an
underdog.
underdog. I don't think he was an underdog once he found Liston, man, because he
I
was
mean
beating
that's
motherfuckers to
just
That's
death.
not
not
true. He
true.
was an
That's not
underdog
true.
in the fight against Liston. He was an underdog when he came back against Joe Frazier. He was a huge underdog against George Foreman.
No, I'm talking about. I said after he fought Liston. I'm talking about when he went on that run before he got suspended. I don't think he was underdog again until he came back from his suspension. When he fought Frazier. I'm saying his first part of his career because the first part of Ali's career, he just styled on niggas and niggas couldn't catch him or nothing. He just beat niggas to death.
I
That's
mean,
all he did.
I don't know.
I get that
I
argument
mean
like as far as
Henry Cooper. He might have been a. I think that's the nigga name. He might have been an underdog against him
Well, Henry
but
Cooper and then my one dude, what's the man, Frank from Canada? Matter of fact, praying for him, man. I think
Chavallo?
he's in hospice, man.
George Chuvalo.
The fighter Frank, Italian fella, man, from Canada.
Frank? You
Fucked
talking
up
about George
Ali's
Chavallo?
kidneys. Yeah, the
Okay.
heavyweight from Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Mr.
Bro,
Chuvalo.
he's old, bro. He's older than Foreman, I believe.
no, he is. I'm just saying, keep him in your prayers, man. He's on hospice, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you, BBO. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm surprised anybody from that generation is still left.
man, for real. I definitely didn't think that.
No, but shout out to my guy, Straight Fighter, man. I believe his father is real good friends with Frank, and he actually had some videos where Frank was kind of still alert, but he's in hospice right now, so battling prostate cancer.
Why you
Damn.
keep calling him Frank? Is it something? You got a middle name or something? Why you keep calling that man Frank?
That's his name. I can't remember his last name. His
His
name is
name is
Frank though.
George Chuvalo.
George Savallo. Sorry, man. My bad. My
So
bad.
yeah, Zorda Frank. Oh, okay, all right.
My bad. George Savallo.
But
My bad.
there's a documentary out there. I think he said either he was on. I think his brother was on drugs real bad,
Yeah, the
and
ones
he was
the people that faced Ali. Yeah,
yeah,
facing
the
Ali, I
Facing Ali
believe.
documentary. That's probably one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. But just even that, listen, I know Ali modeled his game after Ray Robinson, and I know a lot of the old school people crucify me for saying Muhammad Ali is better for whatever reasons. But it's just like, man, just what Ali did in the ring. They always say what he did outside the ring. What he did in the ring was pretty damn impressive, beating the guys that he beat, the Joe Frazier's and stuff like that. Like Joe Frazier on his own was just a warpath. Like if Joe Frazier came along today, I think Joe Frazier could beat Usyk, about
Well,
Usyk
well, you
size
but
too.
you got to remember though, Boxer Scott. Like Ray Robinson was like the first, not only black athlete, but maybe the first black public figure who could have that type of that type of lifestyle, and people still love him for it, or
Yeah.
people still accepted him for it, and they even praised him even more. Like they just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
He
and
could
he, and
be
he
out there with
stayed
three
beating
women
women
that
and
weren't his
drinking all
wife.
that, but they loved him.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
He beat his
End of
wife
the
unconscious, man, and people don't even talk about it.
Who did that?
Sugar
Joe
Ray
Louis.
Robinson.
Excuse me, Sugar Ray Robinson. My bad, Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
Man, most of them people were womanizers and put their hands on
Yeah,
No,
them.
we
back
talking
in
about
that
putting their
day.
hands on a woman,
Nah,
bro.
but Sugar Ray Rob, that nigga, he literally
He
stopped
was pretty
boxing for
evil,
2 years
man.
so that he could go on a tour, dancing at
I don't know
clubs
about
around
Big
France
E.
and Paris. That
Huh?
nigga was out of his mind.
Hold on. If someone choked your daughter or your sister out, bro, you would say they're a piece of shit, would you not?
Uh,
This nigga said,
it,
uh.
it
Yeah,
I
depends.
mean,
you a
I
weird
don't, I
nigga
don't
if you
know
say
though.
If
that's
it
People
was
true,
that
because
Sugar
that's
Ray Robinson, nah.
Hey, that is hilarious. What if he showed
It
up to
depends.
fight him and they were like, hold up, that's Ray that choked you? You ain't tell me that was Ray. Girl, hey, give me an
Ray,
autograph.
what
Ray,
up,
can I get an
nigga?
autograph?
I mean, y'all laughing, but I mean,
That's
you could look
evil,
up some of the
man.
stuff. He was doing some
Uh,
serious damage to those women, man.
Like
He was
what?
well,
Give us
yeah,
knocking
an
them
that's
out.
example.
outside of the ring.
You said
That's
he
why
was
we
knocking
talking
them out
about
on TV.
boxing. We just talking about the boxer, man. It's a
Hey
lot of
man,
niggas done
knocking
some
bitches
evil
out
stuff
cold and
over
choking
the.
them is still that
Yeah.
goes into your character, man.
I mean, they say Floyd Mayweather got
come on,
They
baby.
said
Let's
Floyd
be honest.
Mayweather
Most
got
of these
his what?
niggas.
His ex girl killed or his ex girl's
Oh no, we
dude
ain't
or
talking
something?
like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
no,
that
no, no.
transpired
Now that's
outside the ring.
conspiracy now.
It's even
But
worse
that's
than that. It's
conspiracy,
even worse
brother.
than that, my nigga.
No,
Not
Sugar
take
Ray Robinson was
not take
really Sugar Ray Robinson really cracked a woman's skull, man.
They
That's a
said
fact.
Floyd was fucking with his best friend's wife. Then the best friend found out and
Yeah.
called Floyd on FaceTime and unalived the wife and then unalived himself. And
Yeah.
then
Yo, why
Oh
you
Floyd
up
yeah.
here?
like
Okay.
had his people try to play
That's
it
what it
off on
was.
Trey Songz.
Yo, why you over here spreading rumors and gossip,
That's
Mikey
not
Dan?
rumors. That's actual fact.
That's a
Man,
fact,
that ain't
man.
actual facts.
That is
But
a
look,
fact, Boxer Scholar.
if we get back to the point, I get the
You want to bet me
heavyweights.
$10 on this too? You already owe me $10, Boxer
Bro,
Scholar. You owe me
you
12.
owe me, bro.
this shit
You
too
owe me.
rich.
Look,
Bro,
I
you owe
get
me,
the
bro.
heavyweight argument, bro, but we
You
got to
said
remember,
Emmanuel
Yo,
Stewart died in
like you
2011. He
saying,
died in 2012. You owe me
the
10.
heavyweights maxed out at a certain weight, but that just means
yeah,
look at how much greater Robinson's achievements were. He was the champion, 91 straight wins in 2 different divisions. That's unheard of. Dude is still talked about to this day. Like even how Ali was saying, that's why to him he's the greatest ever to do it. Nobody else had a record like him or skills like what he showed. Like we could go back and watch. You could watch the film. Muhammad Ali is
Nah,
amazing, bro.
Willie Pep got footwork like Ray Robinson.
That's
No,
true. And Willie Pep
I ain't
isn't
gonna
talked
say
about
that,
enough.
bro.
100%.
You ain't never seen Sugar Ray Robinson do to a nigga what Muhammad Ali did to Cleveland Williams. So
Yeah, that was beautiful, man.
I'm gonna call some
That's
cap on that,
one
bro.
He
fighter,
played
my
with him.
dude.
That's
That's
not
one
that, but that's
fighter. We
not just
talking
one
about
fight.
who
He
is
did
the
that to
pound for
listen.
pound
He
greatest
did
boxer
that
of
to
all
lit.
time.
Hold
But
on,
you
hold on.
entitled to your
I'm
opinion.
making a point. Calm down, nigga. I'm just making a point.
I'm calm
If
and
we
I'm not your
talking,
nigga, my brother, my good brother.
who the hell is that?
Good, great
Just make
brother.
your point,
Please
YN.
relax.
He said he
Man,
Come
don't like
man,
to be
on,
man.
man.
called.
Get to the
Just
As I
make
point,
was
your
just
brother.
point.
saying, nigga. As I was just saying, nigga. Whoever that is, I'm gonna call you a nigga. Whether you white,
You
black,
ain't
whatever
talking to
you is,
me.
you
I
a
don't know who
nigga.
you're talking to.
Bro, just
Go
make
ahead.
your point. What is the point of why does it have to be a
Yeah.
He's a
nigga before you make your
YN. He
point?
My
can't
bad.
help it, man.
My bad. My bad. No, I was just saying that first era of Muhammad Ali through the '60s. That's the greatest boxer I've ever seen in my entire life.
He was
And
flawless.
he was doing shit that Sugar Ray Robinson could never do in his life. Sugar Ray could not be dancing around the ring with his hands at his side. He would have got put to bed by a lot of them guys. That's just a fact.
That's just a style, though. That's a style, and
He
that's why
took Sugar Ray
I
Robinson.
mean, you could
Robinson's
say
style
that.
and
He
took it to
just,
the next level.
yeah, yeah.
Facts.
But greatest boxer, pound for pound, for me, Robinson, 100%.
Hey,
But Ali
I
is
ain't
up
gonna
there.
fight you to the death about it, my nigga.
It's
I got a
arguable.
more definitive list. They got
I ain't gonna.
a lot of people doing Mount Rushmore, right? If you think about it, though, boxing it's 200 years old, man. So we need
Man,
We need 3 different Mountain Rushmores for every century of
for
boxing.
every century, yeah.
Well, you got one for the 1800s, another one for the 1900s, and another Mount Rushmore for the 2000s. 5 boxers, the 5 best boxers from each century of boxing. And I think we have
You
a
mean
definitive.
4? Because Mount Rushmore is only 4 people.
I mean, yeah, 4. So four boxers from every generation to make a definitive list of the best boxers of all time. That's what I think.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah. Um, the 1800s. Shit. What's the name of that? What's the name of that? John Sullivan, or did he get his shit in 1906?
Rolly
I ain't
Romero
sure.
go in the 1800s.
Man, you need to stop the bullshit, Boxer Scholar.
All
You need
right,
to
bro. All
stop.
right, let me be serious. Louis
Serious discourse.
Ortiz. Louis Ortiz.
It's a serious discourse, Boxer Scholar. I don't know why you
Louis
doing this.
Ortiz.
You put Jake
Louis
Johnson.
Ortiz definitely boxed in the
Only one
1800s.
close.
Did James Jeffrey? I think
Only
James
one close is
Jeffrey
Tom
boxed in
Cribb,
the
really.
1800s.
That nigga's legendary.
Tom
A lot of
Cribb. I
people don't
remember.
talk about him.
I remember Mike Tyson talked about him on.
Yeah, he's
I did a report
legendary.
on him too. Yeah. He was the closest to Bingo fighting, bro, from Django in real life. They talked about how how they hit him over the head with a pipe because he was going on the street, of kicking, beating up fighters and stuff. It's crazy
Man,
that Mike Tyson go that far back in history,
man, it's crazy.
bro. Ain't nobody talked about Mike, bro. Where Mike rank on all y'all lists,
Man, Mike Tyson is a hoe.
Wow.
I ain't never seen. I
bro.
ain't never seen. I ain't never seen Muhammad Ali bite another man in his ear. I ain't never seen Sugar Ray Robinson do no
Wait,
shit
wait, wait.
like
Hold on,
that.
hold on, hold on,
I
hold
ain't
on.
never seen
Is
Leonard.
Holyfield? Is
I
Holyfield
ain't
a
never
hoe?
seen
He bit
Hagler.
somebody in the amateurs.
What you talking about?
You didn't know Holyfield bit somebody in the
Holyfield
amateurs?
bit somebody in the
I mean,
amateur.
shit. He was a young man. He was a young man.
Mike
He
Tyson
wasn't
was a
fighting
young
for the
man.
Mike
What are
heavyweight
you
Tyson was
talking
young.
championship
about?
of the world.
Mike Tyson was
He
a
wasn't.
YN.
Mike
He
Tyson was
wasn't.
an old fuck.
He wasn't
Was
the
an
first boxer
OG that
YN.
came out of prison. That man's supposed to get his life together. I ain't trying to hear the bullshit.
That's
Man had
so
a couple
crazy
kids
how
at
he
this point.
selectively politicking. Why Holyfield wasn't a hoe for biting, but Mike Tyson
I
is?
mean, shit. At that time, yeah, he was a hoe. But did he continue biting niggas and doing weird shit?
Mike
Nah.
Tyson only bit
He,
somebody one time, bro. What are you talking about?
I mean, Mike Tyson biting niggas, twisting niggas' arms in a clinch, trying to break arms and shit,
Bro, Holyfield
hitting
headbutted
niggas
his
and they
entire
nuts on
career,
the
bro.
break.
Bernard Hopkins did low blows and headbutted as well, bro. They all do dirty stuff, bro.
Nah, but a nigga bite another nigga in the biggest fight of the year. In the
So let me
biggest
ask you
fight.
this: is Terence Bud Crawford a hoe? Because Terence Bud Crawford will leave that left hook out there and steer you with it, but sometimes he'll catch you in the back of the neck, like he did Sean Porter. So is he a hoe? Is that rabbit punching?
I
He
mean, nah,
definitely
that's it.
do.
That's a man taking
That's
his hands
crazy.
and
You might be
whooping
one
your
of the
ass.
only other people that I know that noticed that detail. That Terrence Crawford, his arms are so fucking long. He'll act like he's doing a hook, but he'll hit you in the back of the head. He did. He definitely did that shit to Sean Porter. 100%. Him and Roy Jones did that, and Jerron Ennis does that, and a lot of people don't notice it because his arms are so long.
So let me ask you this, Marky. Dan, are they hoes for hitting the back of the? Are they hoes for
Nah,
hitting the
cause
back of the?
that's
I
a
already know, bro.
man.
The reason why I'm laughing because I know you finna move the goalpost. But go ahead and tell us why they not
I'm
hoes.
moving the goalposts. Why am I moving the goalposts? I'm
Why
sure
they not
Sugar Ray
hoes?
Robinson. Hold on. Firstly, I started this conversation by comparing Mike Tyson to other greats, and by saying that those greats did not bite other niggas. I'm sure Sugar Ray Robinson has hit another person in the head a couple times. I'm sure Muhammad Ali has rabbit punched a nigga a couple of times. None of them niggas have ever bit somebody's ear
Bro,
off.
Jack Dempsey put a metal object in his glove. Like, bro, stop this,
Nah,
bro.
that's never been proven. That's never been proven.
Bro,
That's just
he
opinion
absolute
and
bro. Come on,
speculation.
come on, come
That's
on, come on, bro.
opinion and
You call you
speculation.
listen, hold on. If you gonna call yourself the historian,
Listen, did
you
he
gotta
did he beat the man half
hold
dead?
up,
Yes, he
hold up.
did.
If you gonna call yourself a historian, let's be honest about this.
Can you
Jack
prove what you
Dempsey.
just said?
Okay, let's go. Okay. How tall is Jack Dempsey?
6 foot,
How tall was Just Willard?
6'7".
6'7". So not only
But he
did he
was
knock,
slow as
hold up,
molasses.
hold up,
He's not
hold
no
up, hold up,
Tyson
hold up.
Fury.
Hold up, bro. See, I seen Freddie Pacheco do a breakdown on this, bro, because he went over this. And he said, and
Man,
and he's a real doctor, bro. He said all the years that he's ever been a doctor, he's never heard of a man taking that type of damage in a fight. He said that dude's what do you call it, zygomatic arch or whatever in his eye, his orbital bone was broken. He said that dude had so much damage after that fight. Jack
I'm
Dempsey
gonna
wasn't
tell you.
punching like that, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. That I believe that's a load of bullshit. I think a lot of that was exaggerated at the time and by the ring announcers and by the people that were witnessing it because it was such a vicious beating. But a newspaper report came out 12 days later from somebody that interviewed Jess Willard. The man was fine. The swelling was down. He gave a full interview.
Bro, that's
Like
crazy. That's like Billy Joe. That's
even
like
this shit
Billy Joe
about his
Sanders
teeth,
after the Canelo
even this
fight
shit
doing
about his teeth
doing the interview and
getting
they say he
slapped.
faked it. That's crazy, bro. It don't affect your. It
Man,
don't
look
affect
here,
your
man, look
tongue.
here.
You
I don't
you do know
listen.
that you do
Jack
know
Dempsey
that they
beat that
found
man
out
half to
that
death.
you do know
Jack
that they
Dempsey beat him
found
half
out
dead.
Jess Willard had broken bones in his face, right? That you can look that up.
Yeah, I don't
Was
know
that
what the
confirmed
YN
by a
talking about. He
doctor,
crazy.
He broke
or
the
was that?
bones in his face. This is
Hold on,
documented.
no, I'm looking. I'm gonna find you the newspaper report because I read it personally.
So you finna find one single newspaper and then ignore all the stuff out there that say he had broken bones.
Listen. I don't doubt the man had broken bones. He got viciously beat up. I'm disputing the fact you said that
Well, see,
Jack
I
Dempsey
noticed
had
in a
some
pattern
metal
in
in his
what you're
glove.
saying. When the old dude a while ago said he didn't want to be called nigga, you stressed that, and now all of a sudden this white man he could do no wrong in history, but
I
Mike
didn't
Tyson
say
is
he
a
could
hoe
do
for
no
biting.
wrong.
I'm
Ask
noticing
me about
some,
Jack Dempsey is a duck. He ducked a bunch of black fighters. The
and then
man
you
is
see
on
how he
record
throw, you
saying
see how he
Sam
throw, you
Lang
see how he
would beat
just
him
randomly
dead.
throw that out there. Now he ducked, but is he a hoe like you call that other black man?
I mean, shit, yeah, he a hoe for ducking, but he not a hoe for putting some
Man, that
fucking metal
dude
in
put
his
a metal
glove.
object in his glove, bro. You worried about him ducking?
That's nothing but opinion and speculation. Once again, you ain't got no proof of that.
But what you said about Floyd Mayweather wasn't speculation in his girlfriend. You see
No,
how you do this? Why you,
His rapper friend Earl Hayes, unalived his wife Stephanie Mosley after he FaceTime Floyd. Now, the what was said on FaceTime, that's speculated from people
okay?
close to
But you
them.
said it as fact.
I mean, wait, what did I say that was fact? I said that
You said Floyd was allegedly sleeping with the dude's girl, and
yeah,
then
allegedly he was.
okay, that's
Then he
gossip, bro.
called
That
him, then
wasn't
he
fact.
FaceTimed him, then he unalived the girl, then he unalived himself. That's a fact.
Yep. I see. That one I can lean with you, my YN. I can lean with you
Yeah,
on that.
y'all can't cross me up on the facts, bro. I just speak that. I just speak it plainly as I see
I
it.
seen exactly what you just did. You admitted. You said, you know what? I was wrong about the gossip I brought up, but you know he did unalive
How was I
himself on the
wrong?
FaceTime. So then everything I said before that got to be fact, bro. Come on, man. You and BBO be trying to play
Man,
these
you know
games,
what?
bro.
Fuck, man. You know what? Fuck the speculation and the allegedly. Floyd was clapping the man's wife. Those are the facts.
How do you know that? You just making that up.
Hey, hey. The same way I know J. Edgar Hoover had a male husband, or excuse me, had a husband. Period.
Man, this dude just
Rumors,
it just
speculation. That's not. Look it up,
then
Boxer
the dude
Scholar.
just bringing up
Look it
random
up, Boxer Scholar.
political speculation. This dude just like I'm gonna call you speculate. That's what you know how to do. Speculate.
Hey, hey, you can call me what you want, Boxer Scholar, but you can't combat me with facts. All you can do is call me names.
Oh,
And then
that
he
was
try, bro.
funny.
You've been around BBO too
That
long.
was
Then you
funny
go to
as
the
fuck.
victim stuff, bro.
I'm
And
I'm
not
why
not
you
calling you
going
call,
to the victim
speculate.
stuff. You can't combat my points.
bro? I absolutely already did, bro. You presented something as fact that wasn't. Now the unalive stuff on FaceTime that might be documented. That might be court documented. But the Floyd Mayweather was the reason
Fine,
and
fine.
sleeping.
How about I find somebody? Okay, if I can find a quote of somebody saying that was very close to the situation, such as a 50 Cent saying that Floyd was clapping the man's wife, would you take that as fact?
No, bro. 50 Cent is an
What if I
enemy of
could
his. Now,
find
let
Trey
me tell you
Songz
this.
agreeing with that?
Hold on, Marky Dan. Marky Dan, let me tell you why this might be a little unfair because you can never find any amount of evidence. I remember when I was in high school, bro. I remember there was a front newspaper article, right? And it was like 20 people gathered around a tree looking up at the tree, bro. I bullshit you not. And they were staring up at something. And the article said locals claim they saw a leprechaun run up the tree, bro. 20 people stayed out there all day waiting for the leprechaun to come down outside from the tree, bro. So as far as that eye testimony, nah, bro. Nah, bro. You gonna have to
All
give
right,
me
you know
something a
what
little
I'm gonna
bit more
do?
solid
I'm
than
gonna
that.
find court documents.
You ain't gonna find no court documents. What's up, Mel? You ain't finna find no court document. You ain't finna find not a now nutter court
Was
document, bro. See,
Floyd
you just be making
Mayweather?
stuff up. So
I'm gonna
so let
ask
me
the
ask you this,
AI.
Marky Dan.
I'm gonna ask the AI. Was Floyd Mayweather clapping Stephen Mosley's cheeks?
If he even answered that
Stephanie
question, I'm
Mosley.
gonna assume you got the retarded version of AI,
I
the
got
slow version.
Grok. I got the top of the line.
Oh, you got that tainted. You got the Elon Musk tainted one, brother.
Hey,
You coming
listen,
out with
man.
that tainted AI?
Listen, bro. Hey, I give Elon Musk his props. He put together a great information gatherer. But was
This dude
Floyd
just said
Mayweather?
Elon Musk. He gonna give him props. Lord Jesus,
Hey,
help us.
listen. Listen, I think the man is a racist. I think that he is a neo-Nazi. I think you could put as many adjectives or verbs or whatever the hell you want on top of him. The man's a genius. He put together some great stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I'm saying, Boxer Scott. It's like if Hitler he created the Volkswagen. Are we supposed to just, you know what I'm saying, throw that technology to the side? Like, I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Am I hearing this right? This man to compare me to a Republican.
You hearing it right though, Scholar, because and one thing I never thought I agree with Marky Dan, but this is where we moving at. I remember when I was growing up, I remember NASA. Growing up in school studying NASA. But now it's SpaceX now, Marky Dan. You very right. Elon Musk running this shit.
Exactly.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you, Scholar. Look at when you was growing up, Scholar. You know you knew about NASA. They taught you the same shit they taught me. Now it's SpaceX. My son said, Daddy, we talking about SpaceX in school. X. What about NASA? Who the fuck is that? Got a 15-year-old son go to school, high school right now. Told me this shit today. NASA. They gave Elon Musk the whole motherfucker. I don't know if they gave him the blueprints though, Scholar. And thank you, Marky Dan, for bringing this shit up because I wanted to talk about some other shit, but y'all got me. I'm like, damn, this shit funny. Elon running. I don't know what they got up there, bro. I'm not incurious. My mind don't want to just because I believe in the Most High. I don't have to study science. Because sometimes when you study science heavy, you'll lose vision of the God. Because most scientists, they don't believe in the Most High no more. Because they think they technology and their brain, and ain't no God. The majority, 90% of scientists do not believe in the Most High. They don't believe in God. That's all I got to
Is
say.
it 98%?
Guaranteed. Go do the survey.
Okay.
Go do it.
I'm
Sometimes
not
they'll
discrediting
start
that
off believing
at
it.
all.
Sometimes their mother and father teach them about the Lord. They went to church. Most of them scientists, just like you and I, then went to church,
Yeah, that's a
Quran, then
fact.
went to the temple. The minute they start studying this science, man, listen, they go to believe in that Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
But y'all decided to believe what y'all want to believe in, though. That's all I had to say, Scarlett. Thank you again for allowing the most hated up here.
Oh man, that's a fact. You know what?
Facts.
There's a lot of facts, man. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get down from here, man. I appreciate y'all for letting me up. Highly entertaining. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. For real. I
Salute.
thoroughly enjoy watching y'all live.
Salute, Jay. I'm gonna get down too. I've been up here with my brother Scholar. I'm going
Oh,
live. I'm going live tomorrow at
look,
11 a.m. for College Football Zone. I'm gonna
Okay.
drop the link for all the people who want to show up. We're
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
breaking down all the big matchups of the day at Democracy 101 and my brother B3 Picks. Shout out to all my brothers in the Sports Talk Network. My brother
yo,
Scholar, thank you so much for letting
no,
me up.
hold on, Marky Dan, your coon ass still watching football?
Yes.
See, and this the problem right here with black people, right here.
How does that make me a coon?
Well, I'm gonna tell you about your coon ass, right? So I
You,
remember a
you a
time,
coon. How about
bro.
that? You a coon.
Hold on. I remember a time where Colin Kaepernick was getting blackballed, and he took a knee.
Man.
Hold on. Let me finish. And I remember black people was like, making excuses not to stand with Colin Kaepernick. They was like, nah, I ain't really gonna stand with him. I don't really think he's doing it for the right reasons. I don't really think this. And then when he got paid, they were like, see, he got paid. I'm gonna just keep watching football. They never stop watching football, bro. What is it about football, bro, that people just can't turn it off, bro? Like I understand if it were boxing, bro, because it's 1v1, bro. I like 1v1 stuff. They like 1v1 stuff too. That's why they always trying to put Michael Jordan against LeBron. I don't understand this gravitation of football. Football not even the same no more. Ain't no
I
stars
mean,
like Deion Sanders.
football is it's like warfare. It's like warfare mixed
with
with
breaks.
chess, mixed with
Warfare mixed
gladiatorial
with breaks.
combat.
The kicker don't even touch the field till it's time to touch. The punter never touch the field if they got a great offense.
I mean,
Like, bro, come on, bro.
we're not worried about them
Come on,
guys. I
bro. It's
mean,
a team
respectfully,
sport.
bro.
Let me ask you this: how many timeouts in the NFL?
3 per half.
3 for. How many timeouts in boxing?
After every 3 minutes.
No timeouts, bro. That's the point
After
that I was
every
making.
round, you get a
You can
minute. That's the
you can call
cap.
that timeout at any time. You have to get your rest in between the rounds. There's no other way around it. When Tank got hit with that shot, bro, and he took that knee,
That was a timeout. He
you
took a
know,
timeout.
and
You
listen, the
think,
ref,
but
everybody
Scholar,
was
you
mad
think
You
about
he
just
was
that.
made
hurt?
my point
You
for me,
think he
man.
was
He took a
hurt right there,
timeout.
Scholar? You think Tank was hurt though? Real talk.
Absolutely, absolutely, he was hurt.
I mean,
Yo, T, your
but
camera on, I
let me
think,
just
T.
say this, Boxing Scholar.
You don't think the gel was in his eye like he said it, like he had his hair done?
Man, hell
I'm
no.
asking
Yeah,
you, Scholar, because you the most requested scholar in the book. I call you
You're
King
right.
Scholar now.
Let me put me Big Scholar on the screen. You know,
grease
King
boy.
Scholar. You got to
The
put
man
King
had
Scholar up there.
one
grease in his eye.
one above all. Let me put me at the top of the screen. Nah, man, that
And I
dude
don't
ain't
want
got
to
no
teach your
fucking.
horn too much now, because you
It,
know we got this Bud
But
Crawford.
but
I'm
but
waiting
but
on.
but but before I get out of here, I just want to say, Ben Israel, or excuse me, Boxing Scholar. I mean, not only that, football, you actually know when you're gonna get the big matchups. Like you have a schedule and you fucking stay to it. Ain't no fucking ducking in football. There's none
nah,
of
it's
that
ducking.
bullshit. There's
Now you
none
could
of
duck.
that at all whatsoever. There's no ducking
Let
in
me tell you how you
football.
could duck.
You know what?
You
I don't
forgot.
think it's no ducking in boxing though. You know, I was the biggest. Oh, them motherfucker ducking. You know that more than anybody, market there. But the reason why I ain't gonna say that no more in 2025, Scholar, you'll never hear me say that, because it's a business right now. These people, Scholar, you got to look at it. Just imagine when Eddie Hearn came into the game, he had to check. You got motherfucker Turkey out of sheet with the biggest, he got all money. I'm saying, motherfucker Errol Spence, motherfucker Tyler, get off y'all ass by the money is there. When motherfucker Eddie Hearn was getting this shit, when the zone was getting up that bag, people, hey, they got to capitalize off this shit, Scholar. We can't, as fans, I done seen boxing fans turn to accountants. I done seen boxing fans turn to motherfucking managers. And I'm saying motherfucking boxing fans, Scholar, don't know shit about boxing. You ask them about their favorite fighter, they don't know shit. But you tell them how much this fighter get. Oh, he got 7.5, and then mother, he ain't get shit. Then you say, well, the people say they got Gary. Man, that ain't shit, they lying. The man is like crazy right now. Technology advanced. It advanced for everybody, Scholar, for you, for me, for motherfucking Marky Dan, for everybody on this chat. We can sit there and have these tools to our defense and don't use them. Some people go there and Google a lot of shit. While we talking, you got I done been on the chat with a motherfucker got a laptop right in front of him. Be Googling shit. Think he a motherfucker scholar. He ain't shit. Cause he keep Googling shit. He can't go off the brain. But he got a laptop because technology is so much. It's like with kids, like I told my son. You don't really have to study. Because Google tell you every motherfucking thing you need to know. How to get from there, to cook shit, to do anything you want. Technology done advance. But you know what they don't teach the ass scholar? How to get in the ring and defend themselves in the ass whooping when it's time to fight. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say these fighters is ducking or they outpricing this. I ain't gonna use those words no more because they putting their life on the line for our entertainment. We can sit
But
up here
what
and
do
say
you
these.
but what do you make of a nigga like Teofimo Lopez that just turned down $12
Well,
million
look at
a
Boost
career
just
high
turned.
payday?
See, we can say that because I ain't never had 12 million. I could say I don't know your thing, Scholar. I mean, I'm not you, Scholar, but Marky Dan, forgive me, Scholar. But I don't know your bank account. I don't do pocket watch. You ain't never no time y'all heard me pocket watching the nigga. I'm gonna say what y'all hear Benjamin say. Shit, if they could get $100 million to fight Scholar, man, get that money. Scholar got to negotiate his motherfucking price. This is what you gonna hear Benjamin say. They can die today in the ring, bro. And when I start looking at these promoters, we sit there and blame the fighters. But what about the promoters, Scholar? We put all this energy, and I ain't capping for these fighters now, Scholar. One thing I'm not going to do. The business done advanced, technology advanced. We be putting all the blame on one person. When if technology is advanced, we got to blame everybody, Scholar. The manager, the promoter, the fighter, everybody. Technology, we can see this shit clear as day. But we keep the focus. I remember when I used to be up here talking about what Bob Aaron I'm an Aerosmith fan at the time. I was an Aerosmith, still is, man, down the state tomorrow and forever. But that was, man, Spence, man, Then you have Bob Aaron. This was motherfucking the boxing, motherfucking the conversation. Fred was over there with the bullshit. And Fred was a friend of mine, still is. And you know, I'll flip off on anybody if I think y'all moving the goalposts. I'm gonna keep y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. Scholar, know. I'm gonna tell, bruh. One minute you tell me this dude, he had motherfucker Bob Aaron up there. Bob Aaron was saying all this shit about Terence Crawford at the time. This when these Terence Crawford fans was sitting there and said they wouldn't critique Bob. This man, Fred, this the only thing. Reggie Owens know this, and this the only thing I had, Fred. Fred started getting on his knee with Bob. I said, he's sitting up here talking about he lost money. This one, all the allegation with the motherfucking houses in California, Beverly Hills, and all this weird shit, and this man putting his life on the line for $3 million. To me, a lot of people, I never made $1 million in my life, Scholar. I'm telling you that, Scholar. Mark your dad, you here. I never made $12 million. If they could sign a fight for this shit, I'm your manager. Get that money, bruh. It's not every day we can get $12 million at the day, but you sitting up here like we say, till for you, turn it down. I ain't gonna say he duck, because maybe he's saying I could get more money for fighting this duck ass nigga. I don't have to risk it right now. I don't know how the business is right now. I'm not looking on the inside. I can say these fighters. I can say, what about Bruce Ennis? They gave this man a guaranteed $8 million to fight Virgil Ortiz. Motherfucker. Bruce ain't being pocket watching. I'm just saying what everybody, and I'm saying if I would have listened to this shit, that's why I say I'm leaving this shit alone. If I call them out, I'm gonna say, damn, fight these fighters. But I don't know what the inside of the business is no more, Scholar. I can't comment. I'm not pocket watch. I'm very proud of all these fighters in 2025 for getting the biggest bag. Turkey Al-Sheikh giving it up. Tank Davis over here still. I don't know what to move with PVC right now. I'm playing chess. I don't play checkers. I don't see their advanced move. I got kings, knights, everything setting on their motherfucking door. Everybody else got the same shit. It's a fight. Motherfucker, defend yourself. You can't tell me I'm wrong, Scholar wrong for having his motherfucking man standing at y'all door ready to blow y'all. Y'all fucking with him. This boxing. When people be with this shit in the business, Tank Davis, go over there and deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Oh no, man, you gonna throw the cloth and then nobody keep it real because they fuck with. Nah, he giving it up right now. What about when motherfucker Matron was giving that bag up before? Nobody was saying shit when motherfucking Oscar had motherfucking Canelo over there running the motherfucking. Nobody ain't said shit. But when a black man try to capitalize, and I'm very proud of Bud in his position right now, Bud Terence Crawford. I ain't gonna put no disrespect. And thank you again, Scholar, for allowing me. And forgive me, brothers, and y'all know I'm long-winded, and I keep it respectful. Very proud of Bud Crawford. His achievement right now. I'm not here to critique people. Oh, he ain't better than Floyd. I can say he is. You can say he not. His resume, the PB4, right now in the 4-belt era. Floyd never been undisputed. Now, motherfucker, 24 world champion, might be 26, is in the Guinness Books of World Records. Is it Floyd in the Guinness Book of World Records, bro? Facts. I ain't taking nothing from this, but what Bud did in the 3 or 4 belt era, that mean ain't no motherfucking in the 3 belt era was undisputed 3 times, or the 4 belt era. And he's not only that, we talking about a 5-division world champion. He go down there and conquer a belt at 160. What we talking about, Scholar? What are we talking about? Why sit there? We be playing with people's resume and be sitting there knowing, motherfucker, I heard y'all talk about Jack Dempsey and all these Rocket Man. Them people was cheating back then against people from Murders Row, whether it be Edgar Charles or motherfucking Archie Moore who wasn't down and beat Archie Moore beat a lot. Your resume, I mean your scholar, your knowing all our shit done went back to them.
Got my
If you
nigga
study
Ben
boxing.
Israel.
Yeah, this is the Benjamin, the most hated.
My nigga Ben Israel, man. Salute.
I know a lot of people be baffled when Ben go to talking like this, but this is what it is doing boxing. I'm very proud of Bud Crawford in 2025. As black people, we should be standing behind Bud. Mexicans stand behind their fighters, scholar. I don't want you to say, damn, Ben, you Errol Smith. No, Bud is a black man. I ain't never bet nothing on motherfucker Canelo. Not shit. If Bud would have got his ass beat, I would have went. Yeah. Been on all these panels. I said, man, I like Bud in 12. I don't think Bud power can do nothing, but it was showing me it was effective. Bud showed me his boxing IQ was very on another level than Canelo. His motherfucking punch placement, his range, he showed me he could do all that shit, scholar. Everything and some. He probably had some more shit in the toolbox. But Canelo ain't gave him enough resistance to pull out some more shit. He only dropping this shit and I'm killing his ass with all this other shit. Why should I drop the atomic bomb on his ass? I don't need how to hit this button. From round 1 to round 12, Terence ain't showed me no difference than what matter of fact, he showed me even more, even though he whooped my favorite fighter ass and stopped Errol Spence. But sometimes when you stop a motherfucker, that's one thing. But when you beat a motherfucker ass for 12 rounds, scholar, embarrass his ass in front of the world, I'd rather you knock me out, scholar, on everything. Get this shit over with. Don't embarrass me like that. Oh, his gloves fucked up. I ain't saying none of this shit.
Wait, hold up. BBO said Bud was cheating.
I know
How
they
you feel
gonna
about
say that.
that,
I
B?
know BBO gonna say it, Dub, right side. All them people gonna say it over there in this group.
So what they doing, Ben? Is they cooning?
I ain't gonna use them words. One thing, I'm not gonna use that with my people. I did it
Hold up.
before.
Well, Ben, people be cooning.
We
You
can
got to
say
call
some
it
other
out.
thing. What you get another word? I told you good. I'm not saying these people is ducking no more. And when the business of boxing, you got these promoters making damn near more than these fighters. How can y'all say these fighters is ducking when they realizing Scholar is making more than me and I'm getting my ass in the ring? How the fuck Scholar getting $10 million and I'm only getting $3 million? And when Turkey Ali, she said I'm giving y'all $15 million. Nah, bro. Nah, the business of boxing got to be addressed, bro. Got to call everybody out, not just the fighters. We as fight fans only call the fighters out. But then y'all turn to accountants. Y'all turn to managers. But y'all don't call the managers out. I call fuck motherfucking Bill Haney. I told you that. Oh, yeah, Bill, you was down with, it was motherfucking the nightmare that, yeah, Bill with that bitch shit. Because yesterday you okay, and then tomorrow you start moving, finna fuck my motherfucking favorite fighter up. Got him finna fight Brian Norman Jr., Bill Haney. Get past this, maybe Ben don't know what the shit he talk about. Listen what I'm telling you, Scholar. If he get past Brian Norman Jr., then Ben don't know what the shit he talk about.
I was just about to say that he might look
I
like
know
a
what you
genius
finna
because
say.
he
Styles
also
is all wrong.
hold up,
Norman's style is all
Ben,
wrong for Devin Haney.
Ben, hold up. So everybody said the same thing about Canelo, and Bill Haney seen that fight before Bud
That's
even.
what I'm saying. I saw it too. I said Canelo is not nothing impressive. Canelo ain't never been fluid on his feet. A Mexican with great punch placement and ring IQ, cool. But we talk about boxing. The sweet science. What's the definition of sweet science? Hit and not get hit. That means you're going to have to be fluid on your feet. Canelo never, even when he was fighting Floyd at 22 years old or 20, motherfucker had no feet then. A young Mexican with no feet? Man, fuck motherfucker. And on top of that, why you thinking I'm trying to hit on Canelo? I'm going to put icing on the cake. And I told you this. Canelo been a drug cheat since he been in the sport. They just exposed this shit. And everybody that go over there to train with and fight with him done tested positive. It been fighters never test positive. Then they start training with Rene. So these motherfuckers need to be indicted with a RICO. That whole camp need to be hit with a RICO over there. For real, people be thinking Ben, you talking our Chaz, bro. You snitching. If y'all love the sport of boxing, bro, what Canelo has shown y'all, and what these people in the boxing section, not you, the sanctions, whether it be the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, the WBO, all of them in bed together, bro. These the ones I'm telling y'all need to start addressing. The testosterone level, all this shit. Y'all letting these people do this shit over here against fighters? If this was a black man scholar, they would have had this man indicted. Nigga, if this was the scholar, had fighters in his camp, and all these motherfuckers scholar, you would be in jail right now, motherfucker. You would be in jail, and you ain't to your panel. And a lot of you, not just you, scholar, and forgive me, I ain't you know I flip. This the shit, scholar. I'm saying, just think about it. Nobody ain't talked about this shit. People scared to talk about against white people. But they'll call niggas every day. This the same thing I'm telling you, scholar. When you listen to your brother, I told you, scholar, you'll never hear me use your name with a bad word. I never do that no more. I told people, once I tell a person, I'm done, you'll bring it up. But I'm saying, scholar, stop doing that, because people use what you saying and twist it and try to ignite me. But when people do this here with our people, we'll sit there and
So let me ask you this, Ben. Let me ask you this, Ben Pittsburgh T. Bowden already dropped off. I wanted to ask both Ben. You done long-winded that took over the mic, but check this out. So 52% of the poll out of 100 votes said that Terence Bud Crawford needs to stay in the sport of boxing instead of retire. I think it's foolish, but what say you guys? What say you at Pittsburgh T? Ben, pass the mic, man. Don't hold up the mic.
You need to retire, bro. And T.O. Ducking, man. Like, he be asking for these fights. He get the fight, they give him the money. He come up with every excuse in the world not to fight him. Like, that ain't even that hard to do. He clearly full of shit. He like talking about the fight more than he clearly like fighting. Bud need to go about his business, bro. He done got to the top of the mountain. And it's always gonna be some other thing that he can get as far as accomplishments. He done made the most money that he can make. He gonna get all the fame, the notoriety that he needed to get. The congratulations. He got the rose petals. Man, going off in the sunset. Man, you don't have to down the field. It's time to move on, man. I don't understand this thing when people think that you just got to keep going till you ain't got no more. He got life outside of boxing. He should exercise that right with all his millions that he didn't earn the right to have.
You know, Pittsburgh T, I commend you on everything you say, bro. You know, I respect your intellect, your real estate IQ. But when we talk about boxing at 35, 36 years old, 37, Floyd Mayweather when he was 42, he was at the same age Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford making the biggest, ain't taking no damage. I don't know why. I'm entitled to my opinion, Pittsburgh T. Let me know if I'm wrong, King, because I respect you. I be telling people you know what you're talking about. Like I tell Scholar know what he talking about. But when I be telling y'all that at 37 years old, that's where Bud Crawford lies at. Finna have his birthday. And we be saying, it's time to retire with no damage. And now, when they was saying that Bob Aaron was robbing him, Pittsburgh T, he wasn't making nothing but $3 million. Errol Spence gave him 25. Now he getting $50 million with this motherfucker fight. Why stop? Why not sit there and since people want to entertain you with this being better than Floyd, why not sit there and duck your way out with 8 more motherfucking fights? I think right now, and forgive me for using a duck term because I told you I ain't going to use that, though, Scholar. But I wanted him to cherry pick. I'm going to use that, though. Because they thought Bud was a cherry. Canelo really thought Bud was a cherry. But it went wrong. Y'all got to be careful when y'all be picking these fighters thinking they something and you giving them an opportunity. This ain't no Charlo. Spence would have put it on the line, would have went out on his shield. You would have had to do them like you did motherfucking, like how motherfucking your boy, the Gypsy Queen did motherfucking the Bronze Bomber. Errol would have went out on his shield. Bud was more inclined and more in tune and more educated to the sport of boxing than a Canelo. Than a Charlo. Charlo, once he realized his punch had no effect on Canelo, he resort to running instead of boxing. Bud hit his ass and said, oh, now you know I'm for real with your ass. Now I'm finna box you. Bud could have stepped on his. A lot of people said, damn, well, Bud would have hit that gas. He could have stopped Canelo. Everybody in agreement with this, but then you get the Canelo fans ain't giving Bud his roses. You got some Bud fans, some motherfucking boxing fans still ain't giving Bud his roses because they got a problem with Bud because what Bob Arum said about Bud. He's not negotiable. He's not marketable. He's not none of this shit. But when you put this black motherfucker in the ring, he do what y'all want him to do. Yeah. At the end of the day, it goes on and on with him. 42-0. Why shouldn't he retire Pittsburgh T? And this is the thing you just said. My thing is, I don't think Bud should retire. I think he should look at 160 division. I would spin the block on Canelo. I put pressure on Canelo. But you want your belt back? You want your titles back? What you gonna do? I'll be putting pressure on him for the big money. Cause ain't no biggest fight for Bud right now, but then a rematch with Canelo. And Canelo should be saying himself, by him, the Mexican Raza and Risa, the motherfucking greatest Mexican fighter of all, he should want to fight with Bud. You cherry pick Bud, motherfucker, and he done beat your ass. Bitch, go get your belt back. Why not, Scholar? Y'all want Bud to go ride into the sun. Oh, no, motherfucking you don't. Even Bomac said no. We ain't finna ride into the sunset, not while we getting all this money.
Yeah, because he ain't got to take no punches. Yeah, Bomac ain't got to take no punches.
The thing,
yeah,
what
of course
I'm saying,
he gonna say that.
When has he took punches? What fight you told me that Bud? Listen for a minute. I'm gonna let you. Just 1 second. I promise you, it ain't gonna be long. What fight that Bud took damage in that he had to just think about retiring or something, or just get one fight? That's all I'm asking you. Just one fight. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, man, but the problem with all that, this is the kin to the dude who could have got the pension at the job. He been there 25. I hear you, but that it don't matter.
Other fights done took damage. Do you want him to ride in the sunset though, my G? Why should he ride in the sunset and not get this money? Not get this money, Scholar.
He already got the money. He already got the money.
That's one fight. That's one motherfucking fight, Scholar. I could break the bank right now. I'm the motherfucking man.
Bro.
Yes, he can. Why he can't spin the block on Canelo? Who left the fight? Who? Nothing. David Benavidez. Y'all want him to fight him?
Ben,
real talk.
It don't matter.
For real?
Ben, it don't matter because it don't matter. At the end of the day,
it does matter.
Okay, so when you get money because the reason the reason why you get money is to take care of your family and help your community. He didn't got lottery ticket money, bro. He didn't get lottery ticket money. So if he didn't got lottery ticket money,
that's one
it
shot.
Don't matter.
Pittsburgh.
It don't matter.
Pittsburgh team.
Bro,
how many fighters? Even Mike Tyson, besides Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson engrossed in boxing more than any motherfucking boxer.
Okay, cool. That don't matter. You talking about money?
What happened to Mike Tyson? If he ain't had that dispensary and that wife to bounce back on, what story you think Mike Tyson would have had for you in 2025?
Mike Tyson listen.
You would have had more money in Mike Tyson if I'm telling you.
No, listen. It don't matter. Listen. If you're bad. Okay, let me finish my thought, Ben. Let me finish. Ben, let me finish my thought.
No names. When they say you can't get no inequity in my crib,
Ben, let me finish my thought. Golly, Ben. It don't look in this sense. It don't matter. He's not a young man. He's an older man. He at the back end of that career. Now, if he were fighting another year or two, that's on him. I would say he shouldn't. To me, I would say it's to the kin of the person who about to retire. They done got the retirement money and they still holding on, trying to make an extra $5,000 or $10,000. Like they're not going to be. It's not a normal job. It's not a traditional job.
$10,000. That's what me and you and Scholar make.
Man, listen, stop, bro. Let me finish.
The math is bigger than that, bro.
Oh my Ben, let me finish, bro. It don't matter at some point. If you got your lifestyle paid up at whatever that lifestyle is, where you can live and you do not have to work and you could be with your family. That's more valuable than money, bro. It don't matter at some point. Like it really doesn't. And you talking about millions of dollars. He's not gonna spend all that fucking money. You want him to accumulate, y'all want him to accumulate all this money that he's not gonna spend and have time taken away from his family. It don't matter in the end. Because when you get to the chance where you actually spend time with your kids and something happened to them, and that year or two that you was sitting up here still working and you didn't need to work, it's not gonna mean anything. So that's why I say no. For the fan, yeah, obviously we want him to keep fighting. But for him and his family, no, he need to go about his damn business. He done hit the lotto. He done got to the top. He done got the money. It's time to leave.
I just, Pittsburgh T, when I hear you talk, it's an honor. I think, Scholar, thank you again for allowing the most hated up here, Benjamin. Thank you for having Benjamin. And Pittsburgh T, thank you for allowing me just to entertain you, though, bro. Because you a brother, though, Pittsburgh T. You very, not only in boxing, you talk real estate, you talk life, you talk being a father. Some things you don't talk to me, Pittsburgh T. I'm very proud of you, bro. When I see, even with Scholar, I never told Scholar I'm proud of him, but I hope he understand by me just entertaining him. When I see brothers, even Reggie Owens, though, bro, and you be over there, I'm proud of y'all, bro. Brothers who trying to make a difference, and at the end of the day, this don't got nothing to do with what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Absolutely shit. When I tell you, Bud should not retire right now, though. That's all I'm saying, Pittsburgh T. Right now, he ain't took no damage. It's a thing of I'm saying, okay, and like you said, he can ride in the sunset. He only just made a $50 million payday. After Texas, it all depends what the Texas is in Omaha. But according to the states, 50-50. 25 million in the bank. Okay, that's good money. And we know Terence Crawford he got real estate, and I love these brothers. Terence Crawford, I love the resume, bro. Outside of boxing, what he doing, though. Pittsburgh T, you'll be proud of him, too. This is why I want Tank to get into that. The money he got, these young fighters, though, this is what I want them to resort to. Building up your community. Having a motherfucking plan for not just your kids' kids, bro. Generational wealth. This is what we speaking about. Don't think when you tell me this, Pittsburgh T, I'm not hearing you. This is why I'm telling you, Bud need to fight again. No damage. If he get his ass kicked on another fight, the next fight, without taking it back, okay, it's time to go, Bud. But right now, though, Scholar, I asked him for one fight. He couldn't tell me. And I'm going to ask you, Scholar, tell me one fight Bud took, got his lumped up and everything. I don't know. I done watched this motherfucker 42 fights, Scholar. The man ain't took no motherfucking ass whooping.
His fist got lumped up from punching up Errol Spence' head.
Yes, I give you that. But damn, just look at this man's career. I could say Floyd hit Shane Mosley, hit his ass. That motherfucker grabbed Shane Mosley's hands with both of his gloves. The referee had a problem Floyd Mayweather off his ass. Floyd had time to adjust with that shit and to go back to his corner and make real adjustment and never get hit with that punch again. If y'all go watch that fight, that was the only time I thought Floyd was going to lose. And Shane blew the opportunity. I would have threw everything. I don't give a fuck. Floyd whooped I'm finna put it all on the line. I'm finna press this dude. After that shit, I would have pulled my motherfucker hand out his mother. Floyd was holding this motherfucker. Hit him twice with that first time when he did the stanky leg. Floyd said, you ain't finna hit me with this shit no more. Fuck that. You can hit me with the other hand. But this shit right here, what you just hit me with, you ain't gonna hit me with this shit no motherfucking more. And he made it obvious. Grabbed a man with both gloves. Go look at the fight. Floyd, that's what Floyd fight.
Ben, I heard you helped train. You helped train Floyd for that camp. That's why he looked rusty.
Bud got an opportunity right now, Scarlett and Pittsburgh team, to turn around boxing. While all these people talk about
trying to get Bud beat up. You trying to get Bud beat up.
Floyd, let's look at Floyd's last resume. Conor McGregor, motherfucking the other Haitian dude. Look at Floyd's last fight.
He's not Floyd. He's not gonna get away without fighting anybody. You see what happened with this?
bro, you talk about the top pound for pound. Bud can ask who he want to fight right now,
They
bro.
was no. Bud's never gonna be that type of fighter. They're
He
gonna always
can,
criticize,
scholar. Right now,
bro.
I told you if
They
it was me,
criticize Bud resume when he got
they do.
two-time
I was there
undisputed.
to criticize you. I was his biggest critic. Not no more, scholar. Not no motherfucking more.
They said he didn't fight nobody. And
I
then when
don't
he
give a
fought
fuck. I was
Errol
there.
Spence,
I
they
was there
still put
for
an
it.
asterisk.
You and one thing you ain't gonna say, Benjamin.
You
You
missing
said
what I'm
that.
telling you.
I'm
Ben, you can't
listening.
talk and listen at the same time. You gotta listen, Ben.
You right,
If Bud his entire career has faced scrutiny for his resume, then he went and fought the dude who everybody wanted to fight, which was Errol Spence. They still criticize him. Now he fought Canelo, and they still criticizing him. If he go up and beat Benavidez, they're gonna say, "Well, he beat Benavidez, but I want to see him fight Anthony Joshua." He's not Floyd Mayweather.
And you don't need him to fight. I mean, David
But that's what I'm
Benavidez.
saying. Floyd
I know
Mayweather
what
could
you're
get away
saying.
when he was
He
an active
can.
fighter and fighting people like a Conor McGregor.
He did.
If Bud fought a UFC fighter, they wouldn't buy the fight and they would criticize
You know
Bud
what?
heavily.
You know what I was telling people a long time ago, that Bud should fight either Jake or his brother Logan in the expedition.
He said he didn't want to fight. He said Jake Paul too big. He said he not no fool.
No, right now, Bud entertaining right now. He see the business of
Okay.
boxing right now. He see the business right now.
This what happened. Club Shay Shay, he was on Club Shay Shay for this in the build up for this fight, and he said,
Months ago, I seen the interview.
Yeah,
I saw
he
it.
said, "Would you fight Jake Paul?" He said, "Too big." He said, "We got $150 million for you." He said, "Okay,
Canelo bigger than Jake Paul,
You
though.
got Ben.
Canelo
Listen
is
to what
bigger than Jake Paul.
Ben.
Yes or no, though? I'm asking you that question real quick.
Ben, no, Canelo's not bigger. Jake Paul's a heavyweight. But listen
He's
to me.
taller than him. He's taller than him. But you talk
And
about
he way
the
more than
bulk.
him. He
We
way
talk
more
about
than
the bulk, the body
he
frame.
he taller than Canelo and he way
He
more.
is
He's bigger
taller.
than
That's
Canelo.
all I'm. Canelo.
But listen,
if you take Canelo will rate. If you take Canelo, and forgive me, Scholar. Thank you again, bro. I want you to never think I'm over talking you, bro. Forgive me. Forgive me. Real talk when I tell you this, Scholar. You know I'm very passionate when I talk my shit and I think I'm right. And you the same way. And forgive me. But when you talk about Canelo and Jake Paul, though, bro, Jake Paul, I give him credit for that. He's not tall. He's only like 6 foot. I give him 6'1". He's not even that.
I think he like
5'11",
6'1", 6'2".
That's what I'm saying. Me and you and we'll agree with that. But when we talking about weight, just like they was talking about with the Jake Paul and Tank Davis, oh, that shit, nobody ain't gonna section him. Now they got him in Miami. I'm finna fly down there and watch that shit, though.
Man, you ain't going to that fight.
Nigga, I'm leaving. You know I got ties to Miami. I got an apartment down
Wait,
there.
hold up, man. Hold up, brother. Hold up.
Come down there.
Hold up, Ben.
I got
Hold up.
apartment
Brother,
on
I got
7th.
members only. You ain't never hit the cash app, but you done donated to Umar. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother?
With Umar, you want to move the goalpost to Umar?
No, hold up, because Big Money Ben, you ain't donated to the show, brother. I'm just wondering what's going on, brother.
See, remember I told you about these people be extorting Ben? Y'all be pressing me. And I told you, last time I told you, I said, I had to text you. I said, what's up with Athlete? Do he still want to fight? Just imagine if Athlete wanted to fight, if that was a bet. He would have been older. I ain't pressing him because we ain't confirmed that on your panel. Remember when how about that, Scholar? I got motherfuckers still owe to me. I know who I owe. I know I owe them niggas out of Omaha, Nebraska, where they be Bernie, what the other nigga name? That be fucking that went to school. Hey, what the nigga went to what the nigga name fuck with Bernie, bro?
That best for Bernie.
The nigga
I don't know you ain't talking about Marty, is you?
Not Marty. Not Marty, bro. Listen. But listen what I'm telling you. Whether it be those dudes or the other nigga being paid my ties, I'm telling you, Scott, listen what the bet was, right? If I wasn't gonna pull up after the fight in Vegas, I owed them niggas $200 for the time because they told me they was gonna put me in a hotel. I wanted to say Chad. His name ain't Chad, but fucking the nigga homeboy, man. It's boxing to you. The other nigga, he was talking crazy though. I'm telling you, this the bet though. I lost my money in Vegas, bro, to them niggas. 12 racks, bro. But I pulled a win straight to motherfucking Omaha, Nebraska. That had the celebration to Bud Crawford beating Errol Spence. Me being an Errol Spence fan at the time, then lost Scholar. When I left Vegas, I was dead ass broke, bro. Only thing I had left, I had money and I only had like some bread on the street and probably about $6 grand. I was broke. $6 grand ain't no money. I'm talking about I had motherfucking rent due. I'm talking about just blue cash, bro. And just to show up at these dudes, I got the man name right there on my motherfucking on my tip. But I'm not ashamed of what I'm telling you, Scholar, because you know how I was feeling about Errol Spence. Done went down there, done seen Derrick James, done entertained it, done been over there with motherfucking I told you, young billionaire. That's the dude that when I would tell you I sent the money over there to the other dude and all this shit when the nigga was winning. Spending the money to other people. This was during the time when I told you me and you fell out those Scholar. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity because I made atonement with everybody too today. And this is why I came to you to make atonement with you. I don't want to keep going in the past, Scholar. I was wrong for talking about your kids, bro. I was wrong for even bringing up your wife. Everything I ever talked about doing. This ain't B-Hop. We ain't over here at Reggie. I'm talking to you. This Benjamin talking to you, bro. As a man to you, Scholar, you don't have to forgive me, bro. But I'm saying I was wrong and forgive me. You don't have to, bro. But I made that's an atonement I made with my God. I'm a whole Hebrew Israelite. I believe in Yahweh. My mama was a Muslim. She believed in Allah. That's my story, though. That ain't your story. I don't believe in white Jesus. None of that. That's my story, though, Scholar. But with you ain't never been nothing but kind to me, bro. You always gave me the opportunity to talk whatever I wanted to talk about. You never blocked me. You never mute my mic down. I was wrong, Scholar. And I'm making atonement today with everybody that Benjamin. And I'm moving the goalpost right now. Because if you look over there, and I told them other people, even with Phantom, I made atonement with Phantom today. I can't let the sun rise today. Everybody, though, Scarlett, you got my word. You ain't gonna hear that shit. Long as them niggas don't come up, oh, fuck you, nigga, fuck your kid. I'm gone, Scarlett. I'm back on what Benjamin talk about. But just moving forward, I'm gonna let a person talk. Oh, bitch ass nigga. I ain't saying nothing about his family. I'm gonna call him a bitch. That's man talk. But just the character, just me, black people. And I told when I first met Reg, even you, Scholar, I told you, bro, you could do a lot of work in Texas down there, bro. I see you, Scholar, like a commissioner, fucking governor in Texas. You probably don't see it in yourself like, Reg, nah, man, I don't see that, man. Nah, bro, y'all very influential. If y'all got me, a dude, straight killer, I told the dude, all right, play with Ben if you want to. I don't care nothing about going to jail tomorrow. I don't want to go to jail, Scholar, but don't give two flying fucks if you take me out of my son I believe in and think I'm gonna call nigga, I'm gonna call 9 on your ass after I get through blowing your ass 4 times down with this burner. I tell my son, you get 21, I'm getting you a registered firearm. Not for your brothers, bro. Not for a dude that look like Scholar's son or look like your cousin, look like me and you, Scholar. Not for a person that even a white dude, but somebody that threatened you, Scholar. According to the law of the lands, you obligated to do these things, Scholar. You obligated to teach your son this stuff. He can go fishing right now, Scholar.
I agree. I get what you're saying, Ben. But Ben, let's get to the boxing, man. We can get to this. We got. Hey, I don't plan on dying in the next 5 minutes. I got to get y'all opinion about Conor Ben. That fight is this weekend. Ain't nobody even talk about it, ain't it? Conor Ben and Eubank rematch.
But Scholar, you know, I talk about Conor being another egg, an egghead. The egghead. We forget about Conor Ben. Conor Ben. Shout out to motherfucking Eubank Junior for fighting in a rematch. Because if y'all talking about that fight, that's the only fight he gonna be fighting. The
Who you
rematch with
got winning? Bomac is the trainer of Conor Ben.
I think Conor won the first fight though, Scholar. You know, a lot of people take Ben, you don't know boxing, you ain't skilled enough. But what punch, you know, the aggression. Let's start with how the rules of boxing apply scoring the fight though, Scholar. Punch placement, ring generalship, ring aggression, all these elements, let's look at them though. In the first 3 rounds, Conor Ben showed me that. He lost focus in no. The 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 first round it was like a failure match. But the second to fourth round, Conor Ben showed me he made adjustment to a bigger fighter. Keep in mind he was fighting a dude. Conor Ben was campaigning at 147. Went up there, weighed up there to 154, 160 to fight, to do a legacy fight, a generation fight, kids fighting. Your father fought, my father, my father. Yeah, that shit does, Scholar. Our kids fight each other. Good for boxing. Bringing money. This the same shit that motherfucking Shakur and motherfucking your boy. Who? You know, that dude. The dude from motherfucking Virginia. You talk about the Davidson brother, Keyshawn, them. Yeah, them motherfuckers. They motherfucking mama best friends don't want to fight, fucking up the whole sport at the time when Keyshawn was WBO. He could have unified with his mama best friend fighter.
Yo, hold on. I got to change that, Ben. Conor Ben, Bomac is in Eubanks' corner, I believe. I don't think he in Conor Ben corner. Conor Ben, I get them mixed. I don't know why, bro. They look alike to me. I don't know because
And I'm glad
they both.
you got it fucked up. And I you know I thank you for that because I don't care who Bomac training in this fight. It's a 50-50 fight for me. I like Conor Ben in the first fight. He lost it, you know. But at the end of the day, I love him for spinning the block and telling him I want that rematch because I think he did enough. I think the judges might if he showed me the same pause, the same ring journeys, the same energy, just the same energy though, Scholar. I'm gonna give it the motherfucker Conor Ben. But if he go in there with that shit and motherfucking Eubanks think about his daddy and all that like his daddy did, yeah, we're gonna have a different fight on our hands.
Oh, Rob G said that fight November 15th. Man, I don't know why. Man, I thought I seen the weight. I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. Oh, good.
That fight closer than we think. Who you like in that fight, Scholar?
I like Conor Ben easy.
Oh, you like so you kind of landed at what Ben talking about. I
I
don't
think
know
I
though.
think I think I think Eubanks is overrated. I think he gonna get the Bomac bump, but it ain't gonna be enough. I think his skills is limited. I think he allowed the smaller guy to go in there and bully him. You know, it's kind of funny that
See,
essentially
and right there though,
Crawford
and right
did the
there, Scholar.
Canelo. What we finna see Conor Ben, I feel like do the Chris Eubanks.
I hope so though, because the judges in the first fight ain't see it like we saw it though. But maybe if he keep that same poise, the same punch placement, even a little, if he turned up just a little bit more, everything he did in the first fight, do it again in the second fight and turn it up just even if it's ain't up but 5%, he'll win. If he turn that shit up 20%, oh, it's by unanimous decision, hands down. But moving forward, Scholar, I want to talk about some fights in the States, though. A fight coming up that you critique me on for being their favorite, their favorite fan and all this weird shit people like to critique me on. Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. We got a fight coming up for the WBO welterweight
That's the next big
championship.
fight then, huh? I thought it was Conor
That's
Ben.
the
I don't
next.
know why I thought that was on deck. Man, Devin Haney
That's the
finna
next.
get lit up.
You think, and you critique me on why I jump ship, though, Scholar. And we talking boxing and we ain't talking no crazy shit. And I want to ask you why you think I jump ship, though. Why you think I jump ship with the Devin
I
Haney
already
and the
I already
Big
asked Devin Haney. He said Ben switched sides on me, let niggas ride on me. I thought we was cool. Why you want me to die, homie? Many man. Many. That's what he told me to tell you, man.
That's what he told you to tell me. But it's funny though. You know, with a lot of people got Devin Haney I don't like to keep fighters in pretended custody. If I tell you I represent a fighter, they're gonna fight with no motherfucking tune up. They're gonna be out here representing. I don't need nothing. I want to fight. I don't want no dude be talking about sounding like a diva. I want him to say he one of the biggest, like prize fighters at the end of the day. So I'm not no accounting scholar. You hear these fighters, like I told you, some of these boxing fans don't turn to accounting. Can't count shit. Never graduated from school. Their mathematics skill was shot in high school. Bitch couldn't do shit. You done heard 2 fights, and now you done turn to a motherfucker. For real? No job having ass motherfucker. You can't even get a job, but you gonna tell what these fighters should get and what they can't get. These motherfuckers done went crazy out here, scholar. Bitch ain't even taking care of you. You they daddy. They sitting there mad about Scholar. Scholar done took care of this sorry ass. Not you, Scholar, per se. But me, let's just say I got a son, ain't did shit. Up here arguing every day. Ain't trying to get no job at McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, churches. None of this shit. Big Z, Bozy, none of this shit. Give a fuck if you trying to. But it's almost like I'm ready to give you a pass to sell some drugs, but you don't even want to do that. It's like right now in 2025, our generations don't want to do nothing but trap and rap. You ask your nephew what he gonna do right now. I'm an aspiring rapper. No contract. You need to tell that motherfucker why you don't be no content creator. Put your rap on YouTube and be a content creator. Because if the rap don't go, your rap might go on YouTube. You might get enough views and shit to just pay your bills, motherfucker. But if we gonna sit up here and play games like we don't know that you need a backup plan in life, scholar. In life. Got a whole son now, scholar. You know I'm a proud son. 15-year-old boy riding with me now.
Wait. Well, hold up. Why you switch on Devin Haney? Don't deflect,
I'm gonna
man.
I ain't gonna deflect. I'm glad you keeping me right there where I need to be. Cause I told Bill Haney, I said, bro, you done did enough for your son. You done took him to the promised land, bro. What is the promised land? Undisputed. I remember when they was critiquing Devin by being a franchise title. Oh, you won your shit. Lomachenko. Well, Lomachenko wanted to be, yeah, but they was critiquing him. Then look at him today doing the same shit to Brian Norman Jr. I was like, stop, David. Don't never do that. Don't never do something. I went to school, couldn't eat pork, had to wear certain shit in school. Got mad at my mom. Why I gotta dress like this in school? Why I gotta do this? Why I can't eat what they eat in school? They feeding them pork. They feeding them this shit. Then they teaching them homosexual. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking my mama crazy. 2025, look where we at now, Scholar.
Man, deflecting again.
I ain't deflecting. Bill Haney got Devin Haney marrying hoes. See, I don't want to talk about you. People talk about don't deflect. Talk about that shit. His mama a hoe. You know, Devin Haney mama is a hoe. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. H Money.
What that got to do with you falling out with? So if his
I'm
mom was
telling you
that,
why
you
we
was still a
fall out.
fan.
Y'all don't sit up there and talk about people, Bill Haney. Sit up there and when people giving me the resume about you, about Devin, I got to take an assessment in this shit. I love Devin boxing skill. Let's get this straight up. I'm a first. Errol Spence is man down today, tomorrow, forever. My second fighter, and I was motherfucking Tank Davis, but I said, nah, it's motherfucking the Nightmare. I went against my homeboys though. I still get critiqued to this day. Niggas done went to school with me. Nigga, you opt out with them niggas. Now you ain't even fucking with them niggas. Now Tank still to this day get this shit when I go home. Still get it when them niggas call me. But I'm telling them niggas, man, I ain't fucking with that shit like that no more. I see what Bill doing. I'm not mad that Bill trying to get his son in a big position. He trying to do a Floyd Mayweather when Devin ain't putting himself in position to fight these dudes. Bill out here trying to promote the fight like he want to sign it, and he doing a great job. Brian
So
Norman,
Ben,
this fight
why
here,
you fall out?
let me line the plane. This fight here is a great fight for Devin Haney. Brian Norman Jr. gonna solidify him. If he get past Brian Norman Jr., some way, somehow, oh Ben, you was down with him. Why you? Because Brian Norman was my fighter when he was in amateurs. I said he gonna be a problem for a lot of these dudes. Bozy was over there. Oh, when he get back from Japan, guaranteed we gonna fight him. I ain't critiqued him for that shit. Lied to H Money, told him on the panel with us. H be bringing a lot of people over there, whether it be Bozy, Daddy, motherfucker David Benavidez trainer with David Benavidez daddy, Teofimo Lopez, the son in it, Brian Norman Jr. when he got off the plane from Japan. The first person that motherfucker Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. talked to was H Money coming off the plane. Now we know that your boy went over there with him. Who went over there with him, Ben? You know your boy from motherfucking Atlanta went over there. The CEO of Breaking Beats, Mark Nash, went over there with them people. I know that. But coming off the plane, and I told Mark Nash, your coverage was shit, bitch. You supposed to be around the champ. Nobody don't want to see you in Japan, bitch, going to get something to eat. Fuck boy, you supposed to be watching the champion 24.
What
I
that
know
got to
you.
do?
I'm
What that got
telling
to
you.
do with?
Nigga around here want to show us he eating in Japan. Bitch, we want to see Brian Norman and then when they fought, he did something that fucked everybody up because Bozy was saying, oh, he ain't gonna get past him. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Like 12 rounds and he win in 12. Then he ended up knocking this bitch out in Japan. If y'all go over there and watch the fight when Brian Norman and Sasaki, when he was fighting, all the ring announcers, they had nurse uniforms on. It was very quiet in Japan. This the same stadium that Inoue fought in. The prime minister of Japan, they had all these people out. They thought this man was gonna beat the shit out of Brian Norman. Then in the States, you had motherfucking Bozy, Senior and Junior talk about, oh yeah, when he get through, we finna deal with him. Knock this ass out, and them niggas said, we going to 154. Y'all going with? Y'all gonna relinquish the title and just move up like that? After y'all said, because they seen that word. These the same people before he went over there to Japan and said they wanted to fight. When people already know that Eddie Hearn couldn't make the fight. Eddie Hearn couldn't do nothing with Brian Norman Jr. And motherfucking, if he did, motherfucking, your boy, them Bozy, them niggas out of Philadelphia, that title wouldn't have been on the line because they had to deal with Karen. He done played the moment. What you mean play the moment, man? According to the IBF rules and regulations, Eddie Hearn allowed the timeline to negotiate the lapse. And then if we're gonna negotiate Brian Norman, talk about unification, that wasn't no unification. That was only for Brian Norman title. So if they're gonna sit there and say they want 2 million, and a lot of people, here go them accountants again. Or you making the biggest money of your career. Niggas sold dope all this life. Niggas worked at McDonald's. These niggas that went to accounting though, scholar, that you never call out. Bro, y'all gonna sit there and tell him, man, that he outpricing himself. Nigga ain't made nothing but 200 million. Y'all niggas ain't never had $200,000 cash in your life. Never in their life, scholar, but you gonna tell a boxer he outpricing himself. When they selling dope on the street for $5 and ready to kill a nigga for $2. The fuck out of here, dumbass nigga. Scholar, I'm on mute, bro.
I heard something that I didn't like. You basically said you don't like Bill Haney or Devin Haney because of Bill, which ain't got nothing to do with him. He his own man. Then you said if he pull off the W, he gonna jump back on the ship. And we don't
I ain't
like
said
that.
I'm gonna jump back on the ship. They put off the W. I never said that. Play your tapes back. Never said that. Never said that. You'll never. Because
So what
Scholar,
happened if
you
he
very.
win?
I don't give a flying fuck. I don't see him winning. You said you like Brian Norman in this, and
Okay,
I'm
so what if
saying,
Devin Haney
okay,
win? What you
that's
gonna
my
do?
opinion. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna commend him. Say, okay, y'all did that. But let me tell you what would happen in it.
Are
This
you gonna
fight.
be back on the bandwagon?
Of course not. Of course not. The last thing I'm gonna do is sit up here and support Bill Haney and the shenanigans he's doing for Devin Haney's career. What you mean by that, Ben? He's not only affecting his son inside the ring, he's affecting his son outside the ring. I used to give Bill Haney more roses outside the ring than I gave him inside the ring. But I'm taking all the roses back from outside the ring. Still leaving him alone inside the ring. What you mean by that, Ben? Nigga got his son marrying hoes. Hoes and bitches, Scholar.
Ben, I like how you answer your question. You like, what you mean by that, Ben? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I love it. Keep going, Ben.
Hoes and bitches, because I know how you gonna tell me. I know you, Scholar. You gonna tell me, Ben, I don't understand what you mean by that. That's why I gotta step outside of Benjamin when I talk to you. So you'll know I'm being honest with this shit. I'm not saying if he beat Brian Norman or I'm jumping on. I ain't say that. I would not. I'm not going back there. I would not. I don't see him beating Brian. I see Brian Norman stopping this motherfucker. Brian Norman's style is all wrong for Devin Haney, a motherfucker who is chinny. Brian Norman is very pressing. Devin Haney got very ring IQ on 100, punch placement 93, motherfucking ring generalship 87. Brian Norman still got motherfucking 80 and motherfucking 90. Just only his biggest thing is a 90. His knockout ratio is a 95. It's still unquestioned. That's his biggest adversary with Devin Haney, his punch. And you know that more than me. If you take his punch away, a lot of people gonna say, well, I like Devin Haney. But they underestimating Brian Norman's boxing ability. I'm not saying his boxing ability one-on-one with Devin Haney is superb, no. But it's enough to sustain him to get inside, though, Scholar. To get right where he need to do to hit his ass. Devin always, it's fight. It's boxing. You gonna get hit. Get hit from Brian Norman, Devin Haney, and watch what happens. I want Brian Norman to stand over his ass too. The same way he did with Kansaki and that other dude in motherfucking California, the #1 WBO, oh, that dude there, yeah, the same way. Pose on Devin Haney. I want his bodyguard to jump in the ring. Come for Devin. Come for Devin. Bill, I want you to be crying, bitch ass. Yeah. I don't hold no sympathy in the sport of boxing. None.
Yeah, ask me what I mean by that, Ben. Ben, ask me what I mean by that.
Nah, you worry about my lingo. But I
Hold
wanted you
on,
to
Ben. What you mean by
explain.
that? What I mean
I
by
want you
that
to
is
explain.
Devin
No, I
Haney
want you to
got
explain
athlete
what I
foot.
mean by why you still loving Bill Haney. Explain that to Benjamin. And what you mean by that? Why you still riding Bill Haney? Because he a great father and he got Devin Haney fucking hoes, Black China, and married another bitch that Devin Haney all got allegation of abusing this bitch. And we know Bill Haney been an ex-pimp. Devin mama is a hoe, one of Bill Haney hoes. I'm telling you, before you hear it, yeah. That's why y'all don't hear nothing about Devin Haney.
That sound like gossip, Ben.
Yeah, but go investigate.
Nah, I'm an investigative
He's
prostitute.
very Devin Haney right now is very successful. Tank Davis' mama a crackhead in Baltimore. He still got his mama in his fights. Where Devin Haney mama at? Not his stepmama. Where his blood mama at? She's still living now. That's what I'm telling you.
Ben, it sound like a whole lot of gossip now, Ben. I don't know.
You know gospel. I'm telling
You
you to
maybe
peel
put
back.
you in the book of Negroes, brother. Do you want to go in the
Ain't
book
no
of
nigga.
Negroes?
Put me in there, but you gonna pull me out. You gonna pull me out. I ain't gonna pull myself out. When you
As soon as I said that, Mama Oya blew my cell phone off the stand. As soon as I
Ooh. the most requested scholar in the business. And I told you he's still looking for you. And that
He better
motherfucker, I
not.
need my money back. I need to go, and I don't want to do it right now because they said he's selling the schools, and I want to go. The next time I leave, before I go see my mom, I'm going to New Jersey. Delaware. Scholar, I promise. I hope you go live. I promise. I'm coming up at MAG in less than 30 days, bro. I'm coming up when I go home because I got to go to Baltimore.
You going to Umar school?
I'm gonna go to Delaware. It ain't nothing but 2 hours away from my mama property, from my property.
Umar might put them hands on you. You know, people been going over there looting and stuff. He might have to put them paws on you.
I wish I get the chance to see him because I want to talk to him. And I'm
You know,
out of the pot. I ain't worrying about him putting no hands on me, Scholar. You know that. I could
you
fight.
must,
He beat me.
you must.
If he beat me head up with hands, I'm gonna give him that. But
Nah, his style all bad for you, like Devin
if he
Haney and
reach for anything else, he gonna wake up in another place.
Well,
I
hold up,
promise
man.
you. His daughter,
I
his
don't
daughters
like
gonna
that.
have him.
I don't
His
like
daughters,
Dr.
the
Umar's
same
style
two
for you.
daughters. I love my style for anybody,
No,
Scholar,
no,
because I come
I
in
don't like your
peace.
style. I think that's a bad style. I
I
think
come in
that's a
peace, Scholar,
bad.
and I can fight. I can fight. I was
No,
taught to
hold up,
fight
man.
first,
Hold up,
Scholar.
man. I think that's a bad stylistic matchup for you. I think Umar might put them things on you, man.
Intellectually put things on me.
No, I
Probably
think he might.
can.
I think he might put them paws on you. I think he might
He
put them
probably
King
can.
Kong paws on you, man.
Intellectually, them King Kong paws he don't even got no claws. He got paws with no claws. That's another thing you got to
I
think
don't
about.
know. He called himself Big Papa.
Him claim he a
Man,
motherfucking. He claim he a silverback, a King Kong, a gorilla. He claim he won the apex predator with no claws. A motherfucker fake ass. Only thing he doing though, Scholar, and I don't want to shit on my brother because you know I don't like doing that. I could do it, but I'm gonna give you some energy. What he doing? He ain't nothing but a pedophile. He ain't nothing. He
bro. All
doing
right,
what?
end of the show. End of
He's
the
a
show, bro. What,
pedophile. He's a
bro? Ben,
pedophile.
what the
I'm
hell,
gonna make it
Ben?
make sense. Only thing he
Ben, what
doing,
the hell do you be talking about?
I'm gonna tell you. You said you talk about he gonna put calls and paws on me. I said only thing he gonna put on me
I heard
is
what you
nothing.
said. You ain't
But
got to
then I'm gonna
repeat
tell
it.
you he a pedophile though. Let's repeat this. Let's
Man, that's
repeat
the
this.
end of the
The
show
Scholar.
right there, man. That's
No.
a good landing point
Everything
right there,
Scholar
man.
want to do. Only thing that not the Boston Scholar, but Dr. Umar, the most requested scholar. One dude I looked up to a lot though. At one time I did though, Scholar. I said this man trying to do something. The man trying to fuck hoes, man. The way he fucking hoes, Scholar, you can't say Ben. I never heard
No,
Ben.
so you said a pedo,
Yes,
bro.
that's all.
That's a
Everybody,
predator,
Scholar.
bro. Predator, bro. You used the wrong word. Predator, bro.
Look. You know what I took? You know what I had to take when I told you I sent the man money. I was saying, man, I was very advocate about throwing any stone about him. I had to sit back. I told you I watched them dudes out of New York. My grandmother from New York. My baby mother is from New York. Them dudes up there be on some weird shit sometimes. Weird shit. You look at all them dudes, them old motherfucker, what he said, what he call himself, Pan-African ass niggas, them niggas be on some weird shit. You look at them dudes, look at the rest of them dudes, them Pan-African niggas in prison right now. All of them resort back to some sex slaving shit, whether it be motherfucking that dude that went over there to Mexico. How you get thrown out of Mexico, nigga? I'm talking about the state of Mexico, the country of Mexico. Nigga got thrown out. And they allow everything over there. Then you got Nature Boy over there with this weird shit, the same shit that I told you, Scholar, that this man is doing. If you ask every female, it ain't about network. You'll say, well, how Ben be talking about you? Well, Ben be talking crazy, but ain't gonna never come back till he trying to fuck me, Scholar. But if you ask them about Dr. Umar, he trying to fuck me. All them hoes saying the same shit. Can't get these niggas no pass, bro. You supposed to be the most requested scholar. You supposed to be uplifting our community, bitch ass nigga. And I'm only talking to Dr. Umar, Scholar. He acting like a bitch ass nigga right now.
You know he
For
watched the
real.
show. You better, Ben. You better, man. Let me stop. Dr. Umar,
Man, listen.
he don't want no
On
problem.
X,
Dr. Umar.
on X, I
You
follow
don't know.
Scholar.
It's
I
a bad
follow him on
stylistic matchup for you,
everything.
Ben. You know
Bro,
that
I
dude.
follow
That dude
him
is
on
sleeping with the women. His
everything.
testosterone is high. You don't want them problems, Ben. He got stamina because he talk all day, Ben. You don't want them problems, Ben. You don't want them problems. Dr. Umar gonna put the. He gonna beat you worse
Where he
than
gonna
Bud
put
did Canelo.
where he gonna put the claws or the paws on me? Which one?
Both
Cause he
hands
don't
and
got
feet,
no paws. He don't got
head,
no
shoulders,
paws.
knees and toes, knees and
That
toes.
nigga like them niggas in Atlanta. He paint his fingernails. You think I'm scared of a nigga who paint his toenails and his fingernails? Niggas gay as fuck. And this how
You just
some of
making it worse.
society is moving. These niggas got on purses. I'll fuck a nigga up. I wasn't raised with wearing no purses. I put on a backpack and take the Draco. I got a whole hand holster on me. And if that shit, if I move and run, yeah, I'm pulling out the Draco with a
Wait,
drum
hold
in
on. Let me
that
ask you
bitch.
this. Let me ask you this, Ben. So what you gonna do if Dr. Umar just hit you with a boop boop and just knock you out with the Draco?
And listen, not the Draco. If he hit me with a boop boop in his hands, I'm gonna give him that. See, what one thing you can't say the boop boop and it's with the Draco. It can't be with the Draco. That's no flat.
Hold on. I mean, you got the Draco in your hand and hit you with that.
No, I ain't
Now
gonna
let me do the
put
Manny
like the
Pacquiao. That bong bong.
one
That
thing
bong
I'm
bong.
not gonna do. One thing when I tell you, Scholar, I go to gas station every day. I travel a lot of people think I be capping. I go to a lot of and I encounter people, especially my people, and I like to encounter them. When I mean encounter, I like to talk to them. What's up, yeah? What's up, my G? What's up, blood? What's up, cuz? I make sure I greet them. Oh man, I ain't on no blood. Okay, cool. You need something to drink, bro? How you feeling, King? How you feeling, little prince? Man, I'm a king. Yes. I call him a prince. He say he a king. Well, you know, okay. Let me get you a something to drink, King. What you doing up here at the gas station? You extorting your people? The scholar can't come up here and buy a pack of Newports without worrying about you trying to run off with his car or trying to kill him. Because scholar, when I roll, I'm telling you, I got illegal firearms and legal firearms. In certain states, my
Do you
rights
think
end.
you should be saying that on the
I'm telling people that, Scholar, I'm talking about me.
Yeah,
Because I know
police
how
be
you
listening too,
roll.
but
I
that's
know,
neither here nor there. Check this
Scholar,
out.
I know how you
Check this
roll,
out. Let me
Scholar.
ask you this.
Okay.
So what you gonna do? You know, let's take
When
this
a nigga
scenario.
punch
So
me,
so
I'm gonna
Bill,
fight. I'm gonna
no
fight
no
a
no.
Scholar.
So Bill, no hold on. So
I
Bill
told you I
Haney.
want my hands
So hold
first. I want to
on,
fight
Bill. So
before anything.
Bill Haney, them go in there and pull up the upset, like Bud did with Canelo, right? So that means Bill Haney, as far as like 2025, you know, he do got the Ryan Garcia fight because that was his year, right? Yeah. So he got that Ryan Garcia fight, but would you say he redeemed himself by seeing the Bud Canelo fight and then seeing how to beat what you call it Brian Norman Jr.? Wouldn't that be a good vision, good path to victory? Like would you start calling Bill Haney the Oracle after that?
No,
You
no,
still
of
wouldn't give
course
that
not.
man no credit.
Of course not. Devin
Then
took
this
business
man
to the
eating. This
promise.
man at the gas station. You better not eat that gas station food. You ain't gonna wake up.
I don't do that. I don't never eat
That
them
man
from the.
eat
I
gas
do
station sushi. What kind of stomach you got, Ben?
black man stomach. A
The
black
back
man.
cheer you
One thing
got in
I'm
your
telling,
stomach, brother.
Scholar. One thing I'm telling you with this fight with Devin Haney and motherfucker Brian Norman Jr. I love this fight. A lot of people, their assessment were like, with Devin, his ring IQ, well, you know, Brian Norman, the punch placement. The style is all wrong. I don't see what Bill did to put, and I commend him. It was a lot of other champions that Devin could have fought except Brian Norman on the safe side. This is what I'm talking about. To be on the safe side. Why put Devin in a fight with the most dangerous fighter at 147? The most brutish fighter at 147, the most relentless fighter at one. And Devin coming off his last two fights, Chinny with Ryan Garcia. Oh, that motherfucker, the PEDs and the other. Okay. Then you went in there with Jose Ramirez and ran around all night long, bitch, in Madison Square. Because you were scared about your chin. But don't worry about it though, Boston Scholar. He ain't gonna have to worry about running around because Brian Norman gonna cut the ring off on his ass. And you don't have to worry about him being securing that chin because Brian Norman gonna test that shit. And if Devin Haney sustain the punishment that Brian Norman gonna put on his ass for 12 rounds, then maybe the judge gonna lean to Devin Haney. But the 12 round of punishment that Brian Norman finna put on Devin Haney ass gonna be unforgiving, bro. It's gonna be more like a motherfucker being Israel beating on one of y'all little motherfucking granddaddy. It's gonna be like Mike Tyson beating on y'all in his prime. Something that y'all don't really want. Do Devin Haney really want this fight? Of course not. Bill Haney put him in his shit. Talk about you gonna be great. Ain't nothing good about Brian Norman Jr. Oh, you can beat him, Devin. Okay, go do it, Devin. This ain't no Linares. This ain't no small ass Lomachenko. Go do it. Do it. You got my respect, Devin. Bill ain't gonna get my respect for being one of the greatest trainers of all time because he's full of shit. Devin took him to the promised land. Because when Devin had his worst fight with Lomachenko, Bill ain't had no answer for him. Bill ain't went in there. When Devin came back to the corner, Scholar, and his son told him, man, he know what we doing, Daddy. Bill ain't said shit. Wipe him off, go in there and keep doing what you're doing. Devin tapped into the shit that Floyd Mayweather Sr. told him to do. Resort back to boxing. You never heard Bill Haney that told him that. Now go ahead, go just box him. He had told him to do that shit in Ryan Garcia fight. You know what Bill told his son to do? Go meet him in the rear of the ring, son, and go knock him out. And you know Ryan almost killed his ass, Scholar. Yeah. You talk about motherfucker. Well, what about the Lennar? He did that. Devin did that. He did all that. This one you're going to see if motherfucker Bill is that trainer you want to give him roses of being.
So, what I was going to tell you is, this is a good stopping point, man. You done shamed Bill Haney, choices in women, call him a pimp, accuse him of all this stuff. I just hope that you're right, brother. I hope that you're right. I believe, too, that it's a bad stylistic matchup, but I thought that Terence Bud Crawford moving up would get beat on and his body would break down over rounds, being an older fighter. And, that didn't happen. So, we will never know until they get in the ring. You never know what could happen in the sport of boxing. You never know who girlfriend gonna fight with him the day before, who gonna eat some bad food, who gonna, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, somebody gonna have an excuse or a reason to not overcome. Canelo didn't want to overcome during the fight. He had things going on too, just quit. But had a lot more things and he just excelled. So that's why he won the fight. So you never know until they get into the ring. And hopefully, you're right. Brian Norman Jr. do put an end to Devin Haney. Well, I don't even know if I say end, but he rack up a win because, Brian Norman Jr. is promising. Got power in both fists, boots ducked him. He's a good fighter. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on that. But other than that, man, only thing we got left to talk about is Layla Ali coming back to boxing, and then we can go ahead and land the plane. Layla Ali was training. Honestly, for people who really interested in this fight, don't get your hopes up. Layla Ali is known to be a clout chaser. I think she's gonna act like she's gonna fight Carissa Shields and then not fight her, just the same way she did Ann Wolf. The same way she teased that she was gonna fight Carissa Shields probably about 4 or 5 years ago. She always does. She's a natural
But they
clout
ain't
chaser.
giving her they ain't offering her the money that they was offering her for Wolf though, Scholar.
I know, but
Clarissa
still,
Shield, they offering her the
still,
biggest bag
that was
of
the fight
career.
to make. That was the
It
listen. It wasn't a
well, look
whole
at the
lot of
money
money
they
at Wolf.
offering her to fight
They
Clarissa
could have made
Shield.
$1 million a piece.
They could have
They
made
could have,
way more than that with Clarissa Shields and her.
but that's what I'm saying. She bluffed Ann Wolf, and then she bluffed Carissa Shield. This ain't the first time they were supposed to fight. They were supposed to fight when she was closer to 41 years old. 40 and 41 years old, and Layla Ali acted like she wanted to fight and didn't really want to fight. So it's hard for me to believe she actually wants to fight now.
I
We'll
think she
see.
do.
We'll see. I'll be
Yeah.
surprised if she do.
It's almost like Dimitri Andre and Jamel Charlo when Dimitri Andre was with Rock with Jay-Z.
I don't think it's nothing like that. Demetrius Boo Boo Andre called out Jamel Charlo, and Ness the Giz had to put him in his place.
Nah, but then when they got negotiated, they said they said Jay-Z was getting that boy at 5, but he was trying to worry about what Jamel was getting. I mean, Jamal was getting. And
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Because I don't want to be no accountant in that, but it came down to the money. And they had different promoters paying them what they was asking for. And they still couldn't come to agreement.
Yeah. Now, I know what you're talking about. I think Boo Boo Andre ducked, honestly, but hey, that's my opinion. I think he overpriced himself. I think he thought he was worth more than what he actually was. But him calling out Jamel Charlo,
they said
I'm
Rockaway was.
I'm glad Ness the Giz put him in his place and told him he's trying to fight a handicap dude. That's exactly what he was trying to do.
But then Jay was getting them 7. But we talk about Clarissa Shield. I mean, we talk about Lady Ali when she was trying to fight Wolf, and you talk about $1 million at stake. And so it was like
that's a lot of money for Lady. She never made that in her career.
But she's gonna make a lot of more money right now. She fight.
She ain't gonna make nothing. She's not gonna fight her. What's good, Mulatto?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, she's not gonna fight her, Ben. I done seen this too many times. I done seen this banana in the tailpipe. She's not gonna fight her. She's gonna pump fake. She's gonna train. She's gonna release the videos, and then she's gonna say the money wasn't right and pull out of the fight. She never gonna fight her. Listen, Layla Ali didn't even want to take chances when she was in her prime and fight Ann Wolf. Why would she take chances at 46 years old to sell her O to a fighter who she not favored against? She was actually favored, or at least a 50-50 fight against Ann Wolf. In this fight, a lot of people believe she got no chance. Why would she risk that?
Shit, for 10 million, she got 10 million reason to risk it.
They're not generating no 10 million for that fight. Wait, yeah, you got any final words, Ben? I'm gonna go ahead and end it. All right, I guess that's a no. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I didn't know being dropped off. So anyway, man, I'll catch you on the next one. This was a good one. Interesting conversations, of course. The brother Bing always get long-winded, especially when you say you're about to leave. He get super duper long-winded. So like I said, it was a good episode. If you didn't, just not pulling up, hit the playback. But until next time, to the next time I see y'all, the next one's gonna be non-boxing because there's too many boxing lines back to back without the non-boxing. Got a lot of people who don't like Miss T. What's up, Miss T? That really might just like a boxing kind of sorta, but they like the other topics better. So I gotta do a non-boxing. Think the next one gonna be non-boxing. I done gave 3 boxing back to back. So we'll do non-boxing on the next one. But anyway, appreciate everybody for showing up, and to the people who just now showing up. If you wasn't here, hit the playback. Being crazy ass, man, he's super duper long. Man, we gotta see. Being got more stamina than Canelo. Being got more stamina than Canelo. Who would have ever thought? Being got more stamina than Canelo. If Canelo would have had the lung capacity of Ben in that 10th round, he would have turned up on Terence Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Shout out to Long-Winded Ben. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. Long-Winded Ben. Shout out to Miss T, everybody else that pull up, Angie, everybody, Rob G, the whole YouTube fam. Anyway, Ray J, Serenade They Souls, talk to him.
Wish to have a fancy car. Wish to have $1 million bucks. Well, I wish I don't be in love. So tell me, pretty baby, I make one wish and I wish it all on you. Make it love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby's born. Till my baby's born.